All right. Here we are for another day of watching Monty eat roasted chicken and a pita. And eating Greek salad. That's what you're here for, right? Oh, the French.
Ah, the French.
Only the greatest bangers for you guys. Good luck with your surgery tomorrow, Micah. Wow, what is this? An Olaf ban? So they can't R5 Olaf? You probably save that till the second rotation if we're being honest, but whatever. Not going to first pick Varus or Orianna. So Ashe is available, but we're going to first pick Azir.
This is the bot lane that you would normally associate with Kazi and Hylissang.
All right, interesting.
From just a few days ago.
It's funny because for BDS they must have
Play Ashe, you cowards. Okay, Twisted Fate in blind to the top side for Photon. All right, we're just going to play Syndra into Azir. Interesting.
One of his most played throughout his competitive career.
Yeah, very, very good synergy with Syndra Vi.
We're getting to see Kazi's Ezreal paired up alongside the Maokai. So
Karzi historically an Ezreal player.
But also want them to be on an objective.
And I guess we're just going to play Gnar in the top side. Pretty boring bot lane, actually. Long-range poke composition here. With some good split pushing potential. Good 1-3-1 potential with Azir and Twisted Fate. This is going to end up just being a pick comp in the late game. They've got to pick somebody off very quickly. They cannot front-to-back team fight into the Maokai Azir in the late game.
Many options to play with. Bot lane dives are going to be a high priority for BDS.
I mean, for me, this is a bit of a throwback. I can tell you about it in game, but first, if you're sitting here watching and waiting,
Look at all those Europeans in the audience.
and BDS, the winner here goes into such a good position, going into that round for the upper bracket finals, and being one step away from the grand finals, which, when we look at championship points, gives you such a good lead.
Yeah, the Xayah priority is super weird.
It's for that second spot at MSI. Remember, G2 secured it due to winning winter finals. And now we look towards championship points, which this series is going to dictate so much of.
Also know Ashe is very wacky. There's been not a lot of Ashe.
That's also true.
Wasn't Ashe in the LCS finals either.
Came out of nowhere and was able to win out on the split and ended up being our first seed going on the side. Labrov losing a lot of his HP in this early skirmish as Vitality clear out some vision, but we are seeing a rematch of the upper bracket. Last split it was BDS that got the better of Vitality, and they also then ran into G2 who got the better of Fnatic. We're going to see how different things are today as Photon.
I like how Vitality thinks they can invade both the sides of the map at the same time.
Already that Q as it flies through. He's done his rotation. Photon now looks at the gold card show. Flashes over so he survives, but Photon's in trouble now. Orb comes down, and for Nuke, he's not got anything.
Photon doesn't have TP, so he actually can't get to lane in time. What the fuck?
But a few summoners to take track of his Shao without flash. Photon without ghost is what we start the game with.
It's a very awkward start for the junglers. Douglas, I think, wanted to try and steal away those Raptors. Of course, it gets spotted out by BDS. They then tried...
All right, guys, let's take stock of this. So, in a very weird sequence, we invaded both sides simultaneously. So, first off, not sure why Labrov was here, just walking up into a Braum, because then he has to recall. Didn't lose sums, but he has to recall. So now you just get shoved in, right? You lose all of the priority in bot side. Now, in the top lane here, we used Ghost, but we didn't actually get a kill or accomplish anything. And because you're TF, you don't typically take teleport because you just ult back to lane at level 6. So basically, at this point in time, sure, the Vi is also going to be delayed and has to use Flash. We also did get a ward in. So it's going to be very awkward because Vi, as my stream knows, Vi equals turd before level 3, and this delays to level 3. But bot lane is fucked. Or top lane is fucked. Bot lane is fucked. So we're in a very interesting game state right now. We absolutely should not have invaded their topside jungle, by the way, if we're Vitality. We should have just held the W of chunking out Labrov. But, you know, Europe and NA are incapable of holding Ws. Actually, they don't even lose any XP because the wave is just full. So the top lane actually going to be a bigger issue potentially. D. Kowalski. Compared to this, their last BO3 in winter was cleaner than a surgery room. Oh boy. What am I eating? I'm eating a pita that is stuffed with caramelized onions, some roasted chicken shawarma I made, some homemade white sauce that's like Greek yogurt and mayonnaise and vinegar, some garlic powder with sriracha and lettuce inside of it, and I'm eating a Greek salad that has cocktail tomatoes, Kalamata olives, cucumbers, green peppers. That's in a red wine like vinaigrette dressing with lemon juice and olive oil. It's all very good. I'll tell you. Oh, there's hummus in here too. There's hummus in my pita.
With the card, and you can get a really nice little trade, and you're seeing it on your screens right now. He's also running the fleet to have that extra bit of sustain. Adam looking to match it. In the early trades, I do expect Photon to be able to get the advantage. And frankly, I feel like the Photon should be able to outscale. Yeah. But once you hit level 6, you have a lot of threats with the Vi plus the Nav, so they can potentially shut him down and mitigate it. I think it's an interesting trading pattern because for Adam
It both tastes delicious and is very healthy.
kind of all in, get your trade, get out, but if Photon gets
I just air fried. I marinated and then air fried the chicken. Chicken thighs.
boot to go to here for Vitality, maybe for more than just that top solo liner is Sheo. He is in this top side, speaking of. Remember that flash was burnt, and as the wave pushes against, Photon has now watered the pixel brush, but Sheo looking for that push up.
Photon does have his flash available. Douglas on the bot side of the map. Kazi actually goes in with the
Here's
E.
the bait, dredge line here. Douglas still twisted advance there, but under turret he's taking a shot as Hilly goes.
Have his flash available. Douglas on the bot side of
All right, well,
goes in with the E.
Wave is in a super awkward spot, so
Twisted advance there, but under turret he's taking a
Labrov actually kind of kills himself here.
Douglas on the bot side of the map.
Because the problem with what he's doing is that by doing this, he actually just gets himself in a position where he could be Maokai W'd and then chained into a Braum stun outside of turret range, so they don't have to dive him.
Vitality open up with a kill bot.
Nicely.
You're on your wedding diet?
Labrov thinks that he's buying space for ice, but he actually just doomed himself.
Dies for ice. Yeah, probably. It's possible, I suppose. Yeah, Douglas probably would have flashed W'd onto ice otherwise, so that's fair. That's fair. Meanwhile, Photon now has no sums because his flash got blown in top side by Sheo.
But he actually just doomed himself. Great chain CC coming out from Hilly and Douglas means that they're able to get the kill. Unfortunate for Vitality that it goes over to Hilly's Ignite, but still, a kill's a kill, and they'll deny a lot of farm away from Ice.
I mean, the plate going down for Kazi, as you said, Ice has to sit on the back burner here, like this wave's going down. Another one crashing in, Douglas still on a ward. Labrov has just joined back in, and you can see Sheo is beelining bot to help Ice and Labrov and give them something. Wait, Kazi? Flash.
That's a flash, actually.
Gets the summoner out of him. He arcane shift forward. There's a dredge line, but Labrov doesn't have Ice nearby. He wants the CS. For Sheo hovering around, it's all for the Scuttle Crab, but Douglas has a level advantage, and he has Video who can move nearby.
All right, let's go on the top side here.
Goes a bit too far forward, but first blood, nevertheless.
I'm just watching the top side. Wave is frozen. Adam has frozen the wave. This is really bad. What's going on top side is fucking horrible, by the way. This is so bad for Photon.
Great chain CC coming out from Hilly and Douglas means that they're able to get the kill. Unfortunate for Vitality.
Why is Fnatic on the same side of bracket as G2? That's how the draw worked.
I mean, the plate going down for Kazi, as you said, Ice has to sit on the back burner here, like this wave's going down. Another one crashing in, Douglas still on a
Adam flashed for that gank as well.
Back in, and you can see Sheo is by, he wants the CS. Sheo hovering around, it's all
Okay, it looks like Twisted Fate Photon did manage to push it in, but that whole situation was very bad for Photon.
and Sheo is denied again.
I mean, things are just looking up across the board.
But he has Ghost up now, so that's something at least.
See Adam with a slight CS advantage, but Photon, thanks to his passive, is keeping the gold even. think that largely came from the fact that Photon
Didn't catch his boomerang.
relatively late because of how the level 1 went. But in the
The FlyQuest series is the maddest I've ever seen me. I mean, Busio played really badly.
Okay. Douglas is there, so I mean, LeBron might have regretted it.
Kazi would love to get a base up right now. He's very low on mana, very susceptible to getting dived. Douglas is still here though.
Maybe I was just in an angry mood yesterday.
They jump onto Sheo. Who would expect?
Right now, he's very low on mana, very susceptible to getting dived. Douglas is still here.
I mean, I don't know what this motherfucker's doing. He's literally charging Q as he walks into brush, gets his Q canceled, and then just dies. All right, then.
Have to walk up to complete the task, but man, I guess that's a big brain play from Douglas.
When we think about Vitality,
Why was he charging Q walking into the brush? I guess because they're walking up here. He thinks he's going to walk through and Q them.
So patient himself, they jump onto Sheo. Who would expect this man to stick around for
All right.
Kazi gets the CS. Ice and LeBron now, as they push the wave in, have to walk up to complete the task.
Are shows like SI and Power Spike live or YouTube Premiere? They're live. They're live.
Think about Vitality, I would say that you have a lot of strong individual laners,
Yeah.
right?
Do you ever play disc golf? I have. I mean, I'm from Colorado.
Very strong pedigree throughout the early
I don't actively play it, but I have in my life played it. It's fun.
The hardest part is getting them all to connect and enabling them when it makes sense, and that is a
Disc
challenge
golf
for a young player in the form of Douglas.
was big when I was a kid in Colorado, but I haven't played it in many years. But I would play it again. I would drink a beer and play disc golf.
I think that was a great example of him doing exactly what
I would rather play disc golf 10x than play real golf, which is garbage.
multiple times. LeBron even committing his flash to interrupt Kazi's base. The wave then gets pushed in. He then feels like he has to stick around, and that whole time, Douglas is there to cover at the risk of a potential dive from Sheo. Much needed in the early game, and now look at how well his bot lane is set up for success.
Photon is past the danger moment as well, even if he is a little bit behind in terms of CS. He at least has Twisted Fate passive to catch himself back up.
Collectively with 1K gold lead.
And look, the time efficiency as well for Douglas further that point leads him now to topside for either a potential dive or a response to the grub program, excuse me. One's going to be taken away from BDS, so not all three as a starter. Means experience for Douglas.
Have I seen the G2 versus Fnatic highlights? No.
You look at the EXP bars on the side of your screen. Douglas is half a level up over Sheo.
I haven't seen any parts of these games.
Jungle so far has been clinical, and again, right where he needs to be, I think, is the catchphrase that everyone at home needs to attach to their mind right now. As to how
Douglas has been a lot better this split. Credit to him.
Vitality, the great start to this first game of this series. We look back to last split.
I have a screenshot of a Twitter action where you say go to another tournament to let me get your autograph and a picture with you. I might be at LCK finals. Maybe. Are you going to be there?
They showcased a lot more growth, and we can acknowledge that their series versus SK was something.
we were there for it, though.
We had a lot. We had fun.
We had fun.
But
it was crazy.
definitely something to watch, and obviously people are going to have their skepticism around what Vitality looks like, but I think that is just the Vitality you need to get used to. They have high highs, they have some low lows, and admittedly, while it does look good, we'll see how their mid-game transitions, because BDS have this knack of finding really good team fights.
Out of nowhere,
Yeah, they have a great awareness of how to play around objectives. Let's have a look, because right now the early dragon is being eyed up.
One starts off, saying in the middle of the river, trying to fade on in. That's a dredge line to kick off. BDS do have numbers, but it won't matter because LeBron is...
Ah, the fadeaway auto. All right, fuck it. Just get out. Wow. I thought Douglas was going to die there even after his flash. Dude, exhausting the Syndra. Carzy exhausting the Syndra during ult just fucking saves Douglas. That's crazy. Oh, Douglas hit 6? Giga Brain play? No.
Wow, Vitality getting a kill in a numbers disadvantage seems so foreign.
And Vito, he's...
Ice has got much power, won't do enough damage. The exhaust from Kazi may have saved his life. As BDS get on out of there, the range is starting to be too dead from the start.
Right now, the early
that Xayah E was terrible. Yeah, I don't think he hit anybody with it. He has lots of feathers out. No, he rooted Maokai. It's not that bad.
exhaust from Kazi may have saved his life. As BDS get on out of there, the range is starting to be too much. And
You make more money coaching Halo now than I do for my day job? Nice. Congrats, man. You think teams learn and grow more from scrims or games? Games. Scrims are clown fiestas a lot of the time.
VIT, he's going to get a plate in mid. He's going to drop some wards down. He might even be looking for a roam top. Adam.
Oh, okay. Photon's just out.
Doesn't actually connect the ulti there. Can VIT make something happen? Oh, he's looking.
Adam was like 10 seconds away from getting his flashes up now.
Interesting. So they've actually sent VIT to go and catch this wave to allow Photon to go back to base.
I just can't
We
believe
look
this.
back at this skirmish. Nuke is collapsing first. So many resources thrown into Hilly. He tanks up a lot. The passive gets put on.
Yeah.
Nice ulti into auto attack from Kazi to secure that initial kill. The exhaust.
Kazi played this well.
There from Kazi to buy space for his jungler to retreat, and then Douglas, the comm is very clear. Guys, I'm almost 6.
Yeah.
Just need to get one more minion. He's able to get it, throws it out. Unfortunately for Vitality, they couldn't find another, but 3-0 start, a 1.5k goal lead. Impressive stuff from Vitality.
And when we talked about the poke and the range and, you know, for Vitality maybe not being the most simple comp to execute, I think a thing that makes it a lot easier is having an Ezreal in charge, right? Having an Ezreal with a lead, because the poke is going to be influential when you're running up against something like a Syndra. A Syndra who, again, is going to be trying looking for those picks herself. So, you know, Kazi, the playoff of not taking TP and going into exhaust works out, is onto ice. There's good poke damage yet again. Next Mystic Shock doesn't connect, but Vitality in their 2-version form are going to continue pushing in this wave and maybe setting up for the first dragon, because it's been sitting there for a while. No one's picked it up. We are going to have a late dragon game regardless if Vitality make this move.
So I will say, Hilly, level 6, obviously been involved.
Are we diving the Nautilus?
But normally we see him roaming, right?
True.
But on this Braum, he is glued to Kazi. The jungler has been coming to him. They have been playing so much around this.
Okay, Douglas coming back. He's got his ult back up again. Nice job. All right, they force flash. All right, they got a free flash. That could have been better coordinated though if Douglas had actually been in range to ult.
Situation. Share with the 6, but Nuke is there to match. Right now it looks like the Gromp is the priority, denying more camps away from Sheo. Smite comes through. Ice is getting very low. Kazi is full HP.
Yep.
They're going to have to back away from this tower. Ice feels.
I don't think in League all people take scrims as jokes, guys.
On the roam once more.
Suffocating the bottom side. I mean, for
I think it just depends team to team.
But with Nature's Grass there as well, Cher has to go back and clear camps because he's wasting time while Dragon's going down. And the poke as it continues to fly through will hit regardless. So for Vitality, I think they've done a good job as well, forcing out bot side. And we always like to talk about what's the response on the other side of the map. Right now for BDS, can you see anything? Can you see what BDS are trying to achieve?
I mean, they're trying to get something back. They're trying to stem the bleeding, it feels. It's difficult to really invest resources top.
You also don't want to take scrims too seriously because you show too much of what you have potentially on stage. And because the players all talk to each other, your strats will get leaked. And also, in general, if you super try hard in scrims, if you start losing, then the mentality, you know, your team's mental goes down the shitter really fast, right? Because there's no real excuse at that point in time. Plus, you want to experiment in scrims and try out things. Limit test, try some wacky stuff, so you're just going to lose sometimes. It's fine.
He's a player that even when he's on these champions that are designed to peel, protect, they can still look for these aggressive plays. Now, BDS looking for an aggressive play of their own.
Are they going to get their first kill? I mean, the ult into the wall, almost a solo kill. Adam takes 2 turret shots, though. His gold card holds out. Nuke just unleashes power, but he doesn't have enough damage. Gets stunned up.
Photon actually gets the fleet footwork proc there.
For an aggressive play of their own.
Are they going to get their first kill? I mean, the ult into the wall, almost a solo kill. Adam takes 2 turret shots, though. His gold card holds out. Nuke just...
You can see he gets the 75 heal there. Man, Nuke has just not been having luck with these ultimates. Damn. Haziri, thank you for your resubscription with Prime. Everyone remember, Bezos Bucks must be given to a streamer with talent. For example, see above. Thank you. Please give me your Bezos Bucks. I agree.
When we get a replay, observers, please show us the slow-mo of Photon. I'm not sure if he had a biscuit or not, but there was a tick of health that he got back to keep him alive.
It was his fleet footwork. It was his fleet footwork rune.
Flash away to safety. His team arrives. Great TP from VTO. This is a fantastic early game from Vitality. So this initial engage from Adam, good setup. He's ultimately just waiting for his mid lane.
You never see a football team doing game practice? Well, that's because we can't drill in League of Legends, so.
It's pretty Photon is going to pop some health there. You see that tick of health, 76 HP, just enough to keep him alive. And then they're able to turn it around. Very well played by him. VT
Also, sports will exhaust you if you did a bunch of full game practices.
Well said.
Playing a bunch of full games in esports doesn't exhaust you.
Or it was a biscuit. It was one of the two, but he popped that health pot at just the right moment, just enough health to get him back to
Why does
life.
Photon look tilted? Again, surviving that, and I think Max like, yeah. I mean, still, the fact that the play doesn't go through is huge for Vitality. This early game has been so successful through Kazi in the bot side, now through a kill given over to Video with that Roma.
Shauna Zonin, thank you. A sub for the man previously known as OPTSM fan. Always enjoy your content, respect your dedication to the craft and the scene. Thank you, man. It's very nice of you. How's TSM doing? So gold card is down. He gets hit by the house. Unlucky. They have not lost a game this year. Oh, man, TSM's crushing it. Butt Ruffle. What a name. Butt Ruffle. Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. Pog. Indeed. Not sure if these games are Pog, but you being here is pretty Pog.
Means that he's in a much better position than he was a few moments ago. Perhaps he can still turn this game around.
Maybe, yeah.
Things are looking a little dire in this early game as Vitality draw their attention to the bot tower once more.
Well, that bot tower might transition slowly into the next dragon as well. Sher waiting here, and Hill saying happy to take it up. Glacial Fisher hits Nuke on the back end as well. Twisted Band and the flash. True shot barrage. The poke and range comes in, and Hilly.
Dude, he blocks the fucking Syndra. Oh, dude, Nook's Syndra ults have been tragic. Tragic. Photon just alone on the top side now. Demon Rage X. Thank you for your 5 community subs. That's huge. Appreciate it. Can't wait for APA versus Nook at MSI finals. Yeah, it sounds wonderful. Rise up, Breon bros. Man, Breon sucks.
No significant advantage gained for either side. The dragon spawns in about a minute's time. Ice really needs to get a reset off.
If you're a true Breon fan, you should just be happy that Umti won a title.
I think one ult so far from Sheo, unfortunately, and Betty's is what I was talking about before. To buy ulti or vice versa, right? This was a combination that I think.
Do you like Umti more than you dislike Yappa? Yes, I love Umti.
On his Syndra as well, a classic. They had this really powerful 1-2.
Too bad Team Liquid missed their chance to side double lift this year. I'm sure they would have placed higher in LCS. Steve and Dodo really kicking themselves right now. Yeah, that was my tweet from yesterday. Yep, Steve and Dodo in fucking shambles that they didn't sign double lift.
Trying to play catch up here, especially with Adam on the bot side. Loading off Video with LeBron, also doing a good job of that too.
In fucking shambles. Just like driving around, begging through texts.
Hilly looking for a fight. Just trying to control that vision coverage in the river. Feels confident with Photon at his back. And now more vision being cleared out. So the dragon is now available. They know that the jungler's on the top side, but there's still 2 members of BDS on the bot, so it's not an easy secure for Douglas. Adam is keeping pressure on that bot wave, which makes it harder for Vitality to just enter the river. They need their bot lane to come down, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Photon has the Destiny available. I'm sure he'd love to catch another wave, but maybe they could just force something now.
Adam's in mini, ulti used by Video. The rest of BDS coming in, but the shifting sands moves Video out of range. Adam's just getting autoed down. He's now a one-shot. If he goes Mega Gnar, that will change as Nature's Grass helping out. A 3 versus 2 again, but Vitality used by Video. The rest of BDS
has the Destiny available. I'm sure he'd love to catch another wave, but maybe they could just...
So Nook is topside, no TP. Twisted Fate is coming. VTO is all-inning on bot side, but VTO's under turret, so he's okay. Actually a good play by VTO. Surely they get this, right? Adam's going to hit Mega.
Video with the range once more. Hilly, Kazi moving in, but BDS back to that outer turret that has stood the test of time. While topside, BDS are getting a turret. So it's not like they're trading down here, as Gold now within 1k while Vitality hover bot again.
Yeah, we talk about absorbing pressure. Yeah, Adam's doing just that. Gets the ultimate out from VTO. And Photon forced to come down and catch this mid-wave as both Kazi and Hilly make their way to get involved in the bot fight. This leaves Nuke open to secure the top tower. The first tower of the game.
Watch the first episode of Blue Eye Samurai today. Never look at peaches or pumpkins the same way again. Yeah. Gotta slap the pumpkin, you know?
Unless LeBron has something to say about it.
Look at the ultis up. Nature's Grasp is not there. As the Everest Divide is not there. Death Charge is, though, onto Kazi. Arcane shifts out. Build space. Shot Barrage is there, but there you go. Cease and desist onto Kazi. He flashes over Survive somehow. But the burn eventually takes. It's not there. Death
Dragon is fully in control of Vitality. This is going to be their second of the game. Unless LeBron has open to secure the top tower. The first tower of the game.
Who's the most carried world champion of all time? Looper. Or Battleland.
Unless LeBron has something to say about it.
Look at the ultis up. Nature's Grasp is not there. As the Everest Divide is not there. Death Charge is, though, onto Kazi. Arcane shifts out. Build space.
They just use everything they had onto Karzi. And he still has flash. He literally flashes over the wall and gets the kill.
But the burn eventually takes him. It's a 1-for-1 while Destiny was used to bring on in the funk. But Douglas is not funking or jiving at the moment because there's no one there to help him. Three members of
And the minions just kill mid turret. That's hilarious. I have a Photon here. He's ghosting in.
He flashes over Survive somehow. But the burn eventually takes him. It's a 1-for-1 while it's onto Kazi.
It's actually hilarious. Look at this guy. He's literally just trying to save Private Karzi. He ghosts in with gold card, and he's like, "Stop touching my AD carry!" Gold card, and then he just takes infinity damage. He gets rooted. I mean, this is terrible by Photon. Terrible. That was fucking terrible by... It doesn't matter. Like, here's the thing, Photon. When you run in... You know, when you run in, they don't have not ult anymore. They don't have Vild. So if you actually just play the outside here... No, Douglas does not have R up. What a shit show.
Because there's no one there to help him. Three members of Vitality go down for the cost of Dragon. BDS again with a team fight. Might not be too discombobulated.
I was not expecting BDS.
He doesn't see, no? Well, I mean, but why would you just ghost in and gold card the Vi when you don't have any vision in Banana Brush?
On the objective, BDS recognize a window where they can gain the numbers advantage and they force it. Look at this chain CC that comes down onto Kazi. But also recognize, even with all this,
I mean, they don't have Maokai ult here when they're doing this either, which is makes it very difficult.
Was it the Ignite that ended up finishing off? No.
Oh, and actually he can see them because of Twisted Fate ult. He literally can see them because he TF ults in. See? He can see them. He literally pops ult exactly so he can see them, and he's like, I'm just going to go here and get chain CC'd forever and then die. That's actually hilarious. I don't know what Photon was doing right there. I mean, I do know what he's doing. He was ghosting in so he could gold card Vi to save Karzi, but it was a bad idea.
Gold lead in favor of Vitality, but BDS showing that they can definitely still comes down on the map. But
yes, again with a team fight.
Vitality, they still don't quite have enough to kill them. Of course, the Syndra isn't quite involved. If her ulti was there, Kazi would have been one shot. There goes my hero. Watch him as he never
There goes our hero, guys. Gold carding as he goes. Also, Karzi died to red buff burn, so it was entirely pointless. Keep that song nearby. You'll need it a few times today. Isn't that just a really bad Drake start? I mean, yes, it was. You are trying to do the Drake when you do not have Maokai ultimate and you don't have vision. It's pretty bad.
It just gives them a lot more options now that they've unlocked that tower.
A note on video. Well, yes, the classics coming up next, guys. Fnatic G2. Who would want to watch that right now? We're looking forward to it as well. That after this, video is fed. Now, when
His gold card on Vi let Carzzy live like half a second later and got Vi killed. Vi was going to die anyway.
is this guy
Vi was dead there anyway. So Maokai could secure Drake? No. Vi was dead there anyway.
activation, and he's
That was not the play, guys.
no one else in the game is sitting in
Twisted Fate could have probably just zoned out the rest of BDS.
Video had a really good performance against SK. We saw the Orianna gameplay, which was really clean. He played supportive gameplay on it, but that's just because he didn't get any
his
kills.
early game was definitely questionable. We saw him get caught out a couple times.
But then it wasn't.
But then it wasn't. You're quite right.
When I do a yogurt marinade for chicken, I tend to put in citrus. Yes, and it mixes in well, but always without fail. I leave it overnight. The water from the citrus separates out by the next day.
On a bit of money. In this game, he's definitely got that. He's definitely close to getting towards
I mean, he's also just stealing his jungler's farm. You see him right now. He just took the Raptors. I think he's on red buff.
Wait, so first off,
Just,
maybe you're marinating it for too long. You can actually just marinate it for a few hours, and it'll probably be fine.
farms he can. He's trying to get on as quickly as possible.
Also, how is it separating out? Are you putting it? Aren't you putting it in like a plastic bag and just marinating this chicken?
As Herald gets sent away, Arcane shift forward again. Good poke again. Nature's Grass out. Destiny is looking for
F. This is a Twitch problem. ExpressVPN, where are you? ExpressVPN is going. This is a Twitch issue. All right, there we go. That was a Twitch issue, guys. That was a Twitch problem. All right, so about the marinade issue. About the marinade issue. Not a fan. You don't have to marinate it overnight, probably number one. If you do, isn't the chicken just in a plastic bag where you guys I make yogurt based sauces with citrus all the time, lemon or lime juice.
just saw a scout of the week go shy of hitting him. If it lands, he
All right, so we're attacking
fell to get him out of it.
the mid turret right now.
Away, Arcane shift forward again.
And Douglas has ult now, and they have Twisted Fate ult. And Hillsang's going to flash forward and apply Q.
Scout of the week in response, but Douglas separates them all away. Arcane shift
Dude, I love it
again. Nature's Grass out. Destiny
when 5 people... Look at this. Yeah, you use Greek yogurt for these, for sure. Anyway, they separate like oil and water. So can't you... First off, you don't need to marinate it overnight. Not a fan. You probably just need to marinate it for a few hours. And secondly, can't you just like shake the plastic bag? You like put the chicken in a plastic bag, right? And put the marinade in and just flip it over? Yeah, and you should be using Greek yogurt. Anyway, guys, you know what I love? I love it when a team and Maokai ult is coming and they just line up in a perfect line so that it makes sure that they all get hit by it, right? Finally, 2 of them actually separate right there, but they still get hit 3 people by it.
separates them all. Running forward, Hilly. Forward again. Good poke again. Nature's Grass out. Destiny is looking for the 5v5 off the side.
Cooking stream, hey Arsha. Yeah, I've done that before and I will do it again once I get back from the States in May. I need my stuff to do cooking streams. Photon actually flashes into gold card the Syndra. Douglas goes in, so they basically just chunk the Syndra out of this entire engagement and kill Sheo. Because Sheo gets W'd and then Q'd back. And Photon actually makes a super good play here. So Photon actually plays this very well.
no.
Wow, I'm surprised by how aggressive Vitality were in that force. They're going to start the Baron. There's no smite for BDS, but they still have members alive to contest.
Meganar with ulti and flash available. That's one thing that wasn't used here for BDS. Adam trying to get on in at 2K. They're going to flip it around.
There's no smite for BDS, but they still have members alive to contest.
Meganar with ulti and...
Okay, so you still have a Zero ult to use right here. You need to be kind of scared, obviously, because Nuke is coming back in with ult up. And full HP because you didn't kill him, but you still get it. It's fine. Do not... No, leave. Leave, 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 leave. That's actually crazy they get a kill there. They should just walk away. I guess they see Adam as... I guess VTO makes the play because Adam is almost mini-nar. All right. That's... I mean, the timing is immaculate, right? It's a good read by VTO, actually. I take it back.
We see, the better it keeps looking.
I mean, it's just a slaughter. It's a shame we don't get to see the team fight because I love the way in which Vitality played it, utilizing Hilly and Douglas on the front line to chase down the retreating BDS members.
Anyway, Naja fan, I think you should cook it the same day you marinate it. That's my take. Try that. Some things need to be marinated overnight. A lot of things just need a few hours.
Will it even matter at this point? You're 5k gold behind as BDS, and I think again we can be realistic about what we've seen this game, right? Damage is good from Nuke as you'd expect, but we have not seen Sheo or Nuke sync up the ulti, sync up the CC. We haven't seen the picks from BDS that open the game up. And BDS, when we talk about this being a team fighting team as
Still
well,
F? No, it's fine.
Clear front to back from mid, but they were running away.
Monty Cooking Reels win soon. Late May, early June.
They played around their early pressure very well. Now with the Baron, they're playing on multiple lanes. They're keeping this pressure up. Photon's going to secure another tower. They look to try and attack the flank. There's no wave in.
This game is over.
And now being isolated without any mana. Good scan of the week. Has to make a move with Adam.
The problem is like at this late stage of the game, when you're this far behind, you know, you're playing this pick composition. And you're trying your damnedest to kill Photon here. But Photon's able just to flash over the wall, so your pick doesn't work. Then he comes back, he has fleet footwork, he's stunning you from a million miles away, and you're dead.
So even though it ends up being a trade, I guess BDS using their options wisely while the damage wasn't...
It's fine, though. You can just scale in.
We look at this engage. He pops the Destiny early. He knows that once the Q is used from the VIT... Oh, he gets the stun, actually, and then Destiny's over the wall.
Yeah, okay.
Nicely done by him. Now,
It's actually, Photon's playing this outside of that one play. He's playing this super well.
Nicely done by him. Now, Hilly is used...
Photon's been good, man.
The Unbreakable is gone, and so he's kind of left at the whims. Kazi and Vito...
It's actually just a really good TF play.
To get damage over the wall. I guess at that point the fight is already over because BDS are now looking to disengage. Ends up being a 1-for-1, but Vitality, they got what they needed out of that Baron. Inhibitor.
What's my favorite ability in League? Poppy ult.
Dragon as well. Everything looking up for Vitality in this first game.
Really is. I mean, at the start of this week when we opened up, the Vitality SK game we've already talked about, quick side note, will be the option of SK to try and fight their way out of Team Heretics.
Blue for what is this team of great individual players. 1-1-10. He's been involved in every single of the team's kills. When we see Vitality looking good, I feel like we always...
Spotify tells me my music taste is most similar to people in Fort Collins. Is this a good or bad thing? I don't know what people in Fort Collins... What are you listening to? I have no idea what people in Fort Collins listen to these days. I haven't lived in Fort Collins, guys, in 20 years. So I have no idea. I left when I turned 18. I mean, I go back, but I don't spend a lot of time there. I'm going to be there during the month of May, though. Maybe I'll hear some of that Fort Collins music. Why Poppy ult? Effect or feel? It's a fun ultimate to use. It's good at the professional level. You can use it to control objectives, which I really like. It's a skill shot, so you know it depends on the timing. You can actually just put it on cooldown yourself, which is fun because it creates good options for decision making with that 15-second cooldown. You can also make big plays with it just for the knockup, like a multi-man knockup, so it has different uses. So I think it's just a really good ability. It's just very well designed, in my opinion.
None whatsoever. Unleash what? Okay. There's an execute on Nuke now, it seems, as that's one pick to delay the inevitable, but Destiny going to be used. Photon ended games before, but is the Nexus open? He jumps back in. Gold card.
Well, they tried. They're just losing their base bit by bit, and eventually they're going to give up the Cloud Soul. Even though Cloud Soul is not great on Vitality's composition, honestly. Like, it's okay on Braum and Maokai, but everybody else kind of garbage.
But it does feel like that they're just buying minutes. They lost an well, they lost a Nexus tower, I should say.
Yep.
And another inhibitor. All right, this is over. We're just waiting for it to be actually done.
They would have been able to get the kill. Yep. That's the beauty of Hilly. Great awareness from him. Does get the flash out from the mid laner, and ultimately this fight was just to force BDS.
How could BDS have played this any differently? Well, I mean, Lebrov could have not face-checked at level 1 and led to this really weird game state. They could have abused the advantage that they had in topside harder, I think, by forcing Photon back multiple times before he hit 6, because he had to recall, and it was kind of late to lane, so there was an opportunity there. But Sheo was also super delayed in the jungle. I mean, honestly, this game was just fucked at level 1. It's just fucked at level 1. So, Vitality played it out well. Photon was the one behind on his team. He recovered better than Lebrov and Sheo did. Being behind on Vi is really terrible. I miss perks. I mean, I miss the platonic ideal of perks. I do not miss what I saw of perks in Winter Split. I don't miss that perks at all. That perks was terrible.
Personally, I think Vitality should be pushing in this bot wave. They ideally want mid wave to connect.
What marinade would you recommend for pork? I'm just using soy. It totally depends.
Here we go. The siege begins. The poke is going to come through from.
I often dry rub my pork, actually. I don't use marinades. Like, if I'm grilling pork chops, I will link you the best fucking dry rub of all time for pork chops. Oh, I'm trying to... This is what I want. This is legitimately the best pork chop rub I have ever had. It's salt, garlic, onion, black pepper, shallots, ginger, hickory smoke, salt, hickory smoke flavoring, mustard powder, and mustard seed. Here, I'll link it in the chat. You have to ship it to yourselves. But I promise you... What do you think of New Mexican food? I fucking love New Mexican food. I love New Mexican food. I make it myself. I buy Hatch chilies, and then I make New Mexican chili, and I do like Christmas-style enchiladas and stuff. I love New Mexican food. I love it. Is Santa Fe worth visiting for a week? Fuck yeah, it is. They have an first off, it's like the central hub of Native American art. So they have an excellent Native American art museum there, and the restaurants are all amazing. And Meow Wolf is there. There's a bunch of stuff to do outside, and it's beautiful. Yeah, go to Meow Wolf. Yeah, Santa Fe is great. Santa Fe is great. Great art galleries. I love Native American jewelry. So, none of the known parts. Are you from Las Cruces?
We know that he has
I've been all over New Mexico because I would road trip there from Colorado. I got engaged in Santa Fe. In Santa Fe, there is I am not shitting you, a Japanese style like onsen resort called 10,000 Waves where I got engaged, where they have like, anyway, they have a really good yakitori restaurant there. So, or like izakaya restaurant, 10,000 Waves. Anyway, Santa Fe rules. I would live in Santa Fe if they had an airport, but it's too much of a pain in the ass. But that place is great. Izanami, yeah, that's the restaurant. Doesn't it get too hot in Santa Fe? It's dry. It doesn't matter. Dry heat is, it's really easy to live in a, hot weather if it's dry because the shade is always cool. It's humid heat that sucks, guys. Just wear chapstick, yeah, and you lotion yourself and saline nasal spray, and you'll be fine. As somebody who grew up in like 0% humidity in Colorado, that's how you roll. All right, game 2. All right, we're banning Rumble. Okay, now we're going to ban Rumble and the Twisted Fate. So Photon going to get targeted. Interesting they banned the Olaf on the red side here. I mean, it is Adam. But Photon actually just going to go ahead and big dick pick the Jace first, which ever since he came over to LEC has been one of his signature champions. And we take Azir and Rel, Zeri. So we see Zeri, and then we're going to take the Kai'Sa in response. As a reminder, guys, this VTO is a mid Kai'Sa player. So this is technically a flex for Vitality. You're probably not going to play mid Kai'Sa, though. We're being real.
And technically, though we don't see it very often, the Kai'Sa's kind of a flex, right? Remember,
it is, yeah. Renekton, Sejuani. Okay, it's taking away some of... It's interesting they banned the junglers. I guess they just assume that Lebrov is playing the Rel in the bot side, or they're trying to ensure that eventuality. Gragas, which is a Jace counter. Vi, which will be able to target the Jace later on. And we could just play Tristana. Okay. So this is a huge poke composition coming in from Vitality. Some good peel from the Maokai and the Rakan. Should have some pretty solid pushing advantages in lanes. You can actually just... Tristana can bully the Azir early because you can just start jumping on his head. At level 2, if you have WE... You can just like explosive shot him and then W right on top of him. It's very annoying. X Chip 102. 8 more months. Still 100 months. Holy moly. 92 months. That is amazing. We are forgotten. Yes, I can read this, Omar. I want this rub. Oh, sorry. I will give it to you too. Savory Spice. It's called it's from Savory Spice, which is a spice company, and it's called the Long's Peak Pork Chop Spice. Long's Peak Pork Chop Spice. There you go. Albuquerque has crime homeless problem because Denver used to bust all their homeless there back in the 90s. Albuquerque's a shithole. Holy moly. Omar Abdallah. You know, respectfully, Omar, and I don't mean any offense, Your name is Omar Abdallah. I would not expect you to eat pork.
3 points as we're talking about for MSI, are huge.
I can tell you right now, the last time Vitality
As a YouTube chatter, I have abandonment issues with my parents. Please respond to YouTube chat so that I can imagine you being my daddy.
they met BDS and they got
Food talk. Yeah, that's because everybody actually just wants me to do cooking streams.
They got 3-0'd.
Yeah. So fond memories.
So, yeah, they would like a better performance than that.
Yep.
But let's see. First of all, they got to win this game, and game 1 definitely set us up for some nice expectations. We got some clear expectations from our analysts around what they'd like to see from Vitality, and already they're up to some early.
Yeah, screw League, more cooking. Well, Susie, as soon, I promise you, my lovely wife, as soon as I can make a living doing cooking streams, we will do that. But these guys just ask me cooking questions 24/7 and then don't watch my cooking streams when they're on. But we're going to hold them to it this time. Because I have been told repeatedly that you guys will actually watch my cooking streams when I bring all... Because I have to bring so many cameras and switchers and cables back from the States to Korea to do this. So you guys better fucking watch it.
We haven't seen Gragas a huge amount, but it's been widely accepted among the top laners that as far as safe top laners go, Gragas is definitely one.
And I think when it was the Cassante era, that was...
Look at Turbo fuck and invade my kitchen. It's my kitchen, Susie.
Do well and have...
Who cooks in that kitchen? Not you.
You're seeing Adam on it as well. We're expecting that said team fight impact with what the desk was talking about, that the scaling elements in this game come through. It's going to have its part to play. For Vitality as well, Vetis, you were talking in the draft while you and I were discussing it, watching it, that, you know, we've got a lot of range here again. We've got double AD here again, as just a side note that Shao is spotted on that ward that expires.
I will do the cooking streams on YouTube as well.
See for the laning phase to take off, especially with mid here, as we know Tristana, if he gets unraveled through, if he finds freedom in the lane, could be a really potent two-item mid carry.
I remember this matchup. I forget which season it was. I don't know if it was last split or if it was the end of last year, but this was like the most common mid matchup, right? When
all right, much more normal. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This shit is very annoying in this lane matchup.
Okay, I'm going to jump on your head and take trades and like ends up kind of being even. Nuke a little bit worse for wear.
This is like how you play this matchup.
But this is where jungle gangs get dangerous, and as I say that, look at Douglas.
Flash over from where did he
He's
come
dead.
from? Bramble smash. Kill over to Video and Douglas.
Wow, was Video just like emoting on him? What was he? Was he like emoting in between? It looked like he was like emoting in between his autos. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's a good gank. It's a good gank. I mean, look at this. Douglas just clears top side, and then he wraps all the way around here. I think he has the thumbs up emote on a mouse button. No, it looked like he was like what is it? It looked like janky right there. Whatever, it's fine.
Beautiful first blood, and like I said, give something over to Tristana and he'll be off.
Douglas. Wow, he is online today. Great pathing from him. He does a full topside clear.
I mean, to be fair, Douglas had a free jungle in game number 1 because Shao got chunked and had to recall right at the jungle camp spawns, but
and he has pathed around and taken advantage of it. Great play, great pathing from Douglas. Finds first blood for Vitality.
Again, I can't cop it out much more than this. He's where you need him to be at all times. Seems like even here at the level 3, that opening gank was huge. The 500.
Do I have a favorite diner in Santa Fe? I don't think so. Yeah, New Mexico chili is so good.
As you mentioned, Photon pushing up here.
He's definitely in some danger. Shao with a nice angle for a gank.
And he's gone fleet, not phase rush. So this guy is going to be bopped around. He's got no escape method. Even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data. He does! Photon even flashes.
Oh my god.
He's gone fleet, not phase rush. So this guy is going to be.
He has no mana.
He's got no escape method. Even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data.
Oh. Was that a Q he fired? No, it was just an auto. Why'd he flash, actually? Why'd he flash?
He does! Photon even flashes away, he uses the movement speed from the gate as well. He doesn't. He's gonna be bopped around, he's got no escape method, even sent away
Vi hit the E onto the minion. Yeah, that's a good point.
trying to get the trade on data. He does!
That's hilarious, though.
He uses the movement
Move speed from W.
He doesn't get out, he's surely not.
Yeah.
Method, even sent away
I still don't think you should flash there. Yeah, he does clip the gate here to get the move speed.
Photon even flashes away, he uses the movement speed from the gate as well. He
Oh my god.
he's surely
That was so good. Photon, huge.
even sent away trying to get the trade on data.
Yeah, that's right. He flashes over here to get the move speed. You can see the move speed. Damn.
From the gate as well. He doesn't
That's so gross. Photon too good at Jace, man. Korean Jace hit different.
just Photon for you, isn't it?
That was so fucking good.
The top lane.
What happened to Photon last year? Like, he was so good and then he fell off and now he's just so good again.
I think Nuke's now just dead vitality. Take it to a new meaning. Flash over the wall. Video.
Yeah.
He survives. Now we talked about this being an aggressive team, but against BDS, I don't think they know what hit them.
Vitality is making
Who would win a best of 5 in Warcraft 3 between you and Freak if you played today? Freak would kick my ass, man.
two ganks in mid on
He was a much better player than I was.
working out into a 1 versus 2 top where Photon, I mean, he just writes top gap.
I don't think I haven't played that game in years either.
He saw Impact
So
performing
it would be pretty
instantly
scuffed from me. I don't know if he's played it.
Surely.
Impressive stuff from him. Gets himself a kill. Now has a healthy advantage in top lane. Nearly
Ah, yes, we're just the French. We're just gonna get some tier here.
a risk of getting died.
Start stacking our tiers because
Playing to offer that
we want to lose harder, really.
But information has been garnered thanks to that control ward. They know where Lebrov is. They know where Sheo is. Kazi should be.
Was he really? Freak was a Warcraft 3 pro, yeah.
Maokai saplings provide vision and Hilly.
I managed the team he was on, Verge Gaming. He was a pro player.
But man, let's look.
He was quite good. I mean, he was bad by pro player standards in the same way that LCS players are bad compared to Koreans. You know, he was way worse than Korean and European Warcraft 3 players, but he was still good.
Sheo, and then he takes advantage of the fact that he gets the triple auto attack from his W in the ranged form to combine that with his Q, lands the last auto attack, and we got a reaction from Douglas, but not Photon, because Photon's like, another day in the office for me.
Yeah. He got upset last game when he outplayed.
What about Todd? Todd played against Freak and destroyed him many times.
Flash out from Sheo.
Freak was playing against Grubby. He was playing against Todd. You know, our team, Verge Gaming, had matches, online games against 4 Kings, against 4K. So, I mean, yeah, there are replays that exist of Freak getting bodied by 4K players like Todd and Grubby.
That gets the reset. Video able to rocket jump away. Hilly's out of range. Lebrov can't do anything. Was that a tilted flash or what?
I mean,
I'm gonna see if I can find any.
The Douglas was stealing the show and said, you know what, I can gang too. Twice now in the mid lane. A flash.
I guess WC Replays is dead now.
VTO is monstrous. You were talking about his Jace performance. A few
WC3L
triple kill on the Jace at near the start of the game
Warcraft
against FNC.
3. There's probably those replays probably exist somewhere.
And we're not even at the 7-minute.
WC3L was the name of the league.
Top of your screen. Grubs will
This would have been like season.
thanks to the solid pressure.
See, when was Virgin here? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, guys. They just have playoffs. Regular season. All right, here we go. 2005 is a little late. Yeah, I need like 2004 probably. See if I can find anything. Yeah, he changed his name to Rain Man for a while. Tells you basically everything you need to know about Freak right there. Verge Gaming. Yeah, they don't have any of our results from the early days of WC3L. Bummer. Guess it just lost to the sands of time.
I don't mean just Hilly ganking mid over and over and Video getting kills. Video also now, because of it, has a CS lead about 15.
Do you and Freak have a good relationship right now? We don't have any relationship.
Now, we talk about Gragas being able to withstand
He's
safer lane,
he's not
but the problem is when
he's not interested in talking or hanging out. Even when I was casting League, like, you know, after the cast, everybody would go like get a beer and he would just go to his room and play League. So I didn't even really see him. I invite him out, but he's not very social.
Has brought his knowledge from Korea. It's blessing us with Korean Jace right now.
Nuke actually took two turret shots. Body slam is there, looking for Photon to die. I mean, under turret here, the full commit. Adam takes another turret shot. He survives, so there we go.
Not this time. Photon gonna
Which casters are the most fun to hang out with besides Doa? Quick Shot's very fun to hang out with.
and they take him down.
Deficio, Crepo, those guys from back in the day.
Tower wants to get some plates for himself.
That's the problem, isn't it? You move Nuke, moved up top for that, and Video just gets himself more of the lane. Second turret plate for him as well.
Dragon as well for Vitality.
It's just all coming up.
Hilly, I swear, is convinced that bot side jungle of BDS is his jungle.
Yeah.
He moves through it without a care in the world. Look, he's there again. Look at him sitting on the Raptors. He's eyeing up that bird in mid lane.
Look at him. Observers, we could just highlight. Thank you very much. LeBron now coming. He's like,
You ever invite Reggie out? No, I tried to spend as little time with Reggie as possible.
level 5.
The collapse is coming.
What in heavens happened to Deficio? Well, he was running the Misfits League team as GM. I think he still works for Misfits. Now, even though they sold the team, just does other stuff now.
Moves away as Nuke can't do anything but watch either, and that's Vitality always hungry.
The advantage of this is you just free up Kazi. You allow him to play very safe on the bot side of the map. He's going to continue to free farm. Typically one of the advantages of Kai'Sa into, I was going to say Ezreal, into these more scaling or like passive laners is that you get so much opportunity to scale. And Kazi, he's a little bit behind in CS, he's a little bit behind in gold, of course, because Hilly has been roaming so much, but at the same time, this control of the bot side of the jungle just gives him that extra bit of safe. Now, I do believe Sheo was spotted there. Observers didn't quite get to show it, but in terms of what they could see, I'm pretty sure they could.
Hilly still goes in. I mean, still feeling confident. Ice and Lebrov looking for the engage. Now level 6 with the Magnet Storm, so Lebrov has an extra tool, but Vitality aren't going to give them the window to play. Shero hovers around for the time being, but note that Douglas is also down here in the bottom side of the map again.
Now, it's not all doom and gloom for BDS. They are, of course, down 2k gold. Sub 10 minutes, that is a lot, but they do have a good scaling composition. You can never afford to underestimate Azir's Zeri.
It's interesting to see Ice on the Zeri, considering that this BDS roster just really prioritized like Ashe, Varus, Jhin for the entirety of winter. And like that's the only shit they did. I mean, this matchup is bad for Jace, by the way, but Photon should have flashed that. Like, dude. Because you can flash that and get the cast to push you the other direction. Well, that's pretty bad for Vitality.
They do. BDS come back with a nice bit of aggression. Adam gets another solo kill, his second of the series. Remember, he got one in the previous game. He gets another one now.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing BDS's adaptations because I think they're just very well coached. So, seeing the way they change their strategies and styles around each meta is intriguing to me. Because they definitely don't have the best players. So, you know, their success is... Nice job. No, that's fine. It's actually a good play by Hilly.
It turns out to be a good play.
That was, and I know for a fact that was a situation where Hilly said, you guys need to trust me because I'm going with you or without you. He makes the play work. definitely agree with the call there from Hilly. And they get a trade back, punish Adam for his TP.
Labrov is just chilling here by himself. I mean, they're doing...
Isn't he gonna die?
He is going to die. He's walking up, flashes away.
He
That's
even
going to be a
flashes.
waste.
That was a waste.
That was silly.
Can Vitality contest this though? Kazi
Doing...
isn't he gonna die? Agree with the call there from Hilly. And they get a trade back, punish Adam for his TP.
Labrov is just chilling here by himself. I mean, they're doing...
Dude, what is Labrov doing?
He is going
Labrov is not having a good series.
flashes away. That's going to be a...
He's like in random spots in both of these games.
Can Vitality contest this though? Kazi has
I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter that you get these grubs.
I told you. I mean,
Because Vitality already has 3 grubs, so why are you dying over fucking getting 3 grubs? It's shit.
at this point. I mean, this team is crazy. Sometimes in bad ways.
I mean, I love the fact that BDS are now kind of catching up with the pace.
Labrov learned from Busio.
Way more scrappy.
Dude, I couldn't believe my eyes what happened with Busio in that finals. Holy shit, that guy just shat himself.
Good flash from Adam to create space.
Hope they cleaned the chair he was sitting in afterwards.
And then look, so VT and Photon are disengaging, and Hilly's like, we are diving this, gentlemen. And they go, okay.
I mean, it's a good read, because even if Vi is there, Vi doesn't have ult.
VT has to take one tower shot, but he has the reset on the W to be able to get away to safety. Well played overall. 7-3 now in kills. The goal difference not as big as it was. Nice interrupt there from Adam. He's onto the hammer smash. Oh, nice sidestep from Photon.
I mean...
Both these top laners are feeling it today.
Yeah. I mean, it's those interrupts from Adam, by the way, that led him to the solo kill before. Constant trades where Photon walked up and...
I mean, I can't imagine that losing your strategic coach
Annoying thing about the Gragas, I think we can find...
days before the, you know, the finals was good either, because you didn't even know your opponent until the day before. So having your strategic coach pretending to be a 13-year-old German boy to, like, catfish girls and then getting found out. I mean, probably hurt FlyQuest, gonna put it that way. Probably, oh, okay. What's he doing? Does this work? Photon's a god? No. He had flash advantage. How does he know he... Man, Photon's crazy. How does he know he's gonna win this?
Also a tier. Photon will wait for his tier item to build up as well. Body slam flashed away from. What else comes through? Barrel roll as well. There's good damage. Photon's flashed from. Photon will wait for
So he sees the barrel under the turret, and he's like, fuck it.
to build up as well. Body slam flashed away from.
I'm just gonna flash the E,
Barrel roll as well. There's good
and he dodges the Q.
Photon's flash might lead to another solo kill. Adam trying to outplay. No explosive cards.
That's amazing.
It's solo kill galore up here. Who can flex?
I was not expecting this between the two top laners today. Rarely do we get to see that role in particular being such a brawl. Photon returned to the solo kill of his own. Gonna get another plate, maybe even 2. The dragon being started.
Dude, Photon actually bossing this matchup. And this is a good matchup for Gragas, guys. That's why when you typically see Jace picked, you see Gragas banned.
3 turret plates, I think, in the end. 2 or 3 in the top side. More gold for
Adam missing the Q, I think was the Q, yeah.
the fight afterwards as well.
Agreed. He just had to start the all-in and then flash the E. And once he flashed the E's, he knows he can stick to him because he's faster. He has fleet footwork, right?
Distributes his weight to the left, but the igniting
And he has boots too. I think he had boots too at the time as well. No, he had boots 1, but he still is Jace, so he's just going to be faster anyway.
Don't like
Photon. As now Vitality looking for the fight afterwards as well. It's just the ward for the time being, but
LEC seem higher skill in top laner than LCS by far. No, I think that's pretty fair to say.
from the side angle though, he's on to Nuke as Nuke re-engages and distributes his weight to the left, but the ignite ticking down. He's lucky to survive. For now, Sheriff Bob's video not into turret range because video has an auto jet as TP from Photon's turning this in to a bigger engage. Ice now coming on in as video dies. Hilly isolated, flashes away. Photon threatens and BDS don't want to touch that J. He's on to Nuke. Now Vitality looking for the fight afterwards as well. It's just the war for the time being, but it's
Why is it Douglas and Hylissang that are just fighting by themselves over here in a brush with a million sand soldiers in it? Hello? VTO just he's just over there? All right, that is a choice. VTO doesn't have jump now. He doesn't have flash. Jesus Christ. Hylissang and Douglas actually just giga throwing.
isolated, flashes away. Photon threatens and BDS don't want to touch that Jace. In the end, BDS actually getting a bit of gold from Vitality, feeling themselves again.
At first, I thought that was a mistake from Lebrov, just contesting vision on that tri-brush. I thought he was just going to die, but Vitio is very slow to go. Just watch Vitio, okay? So the fight kicks off.
Will MonteCristo acknowledge that FlyQuest is better than G2? Never. Mid jungle is LCS strength? Yes? No. Who the fuck are we talking about? You think Jensen is better than, like, Caps? Get out. Like, APA and Jensen, the two MSI representatives, are probably going to be worse than, you know, Humanoid and Caps.
Gold is now actually closer to even. And even though for Vitality they look to take that fight, that really stung them in the back.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the gold earlier, it was a 2K difference.
Quid is not better than Caps or Humanoid.
Definitely still relevant in this game. You look at the bottom of your screen and you can see the gold gaps exist still between mid and top. But this Gragas, even at that gold deficit, has still found ways to go toe-to-toe with the Jace. It's just about whether or not Adam takes that overstep. His flash is going to be up. Nuke
as his flash available, shifting sands as well, pays respect while Video now hovering in the side lane. The power of the Tristana.
So do you remember in game 1 I said Hilly is like glued?
Yeah, Jojo and Quid are both good, but they're not on the top teams.
He is avoiding him at all costs. Yeah. He is roaming around the map incessantly looking for plays. Credit to him, he's found a lot of great ones, in particular around mid, but this is another example of helping his team secure that top tower. It is going to now be 1-1 in objectives, but BDS cross map very wisely. They put pressure on the bot side of the map. They're eyeing up this tower. You can see it in the picture-in-picture. Tower going to be secured in exchange for the Herald. Vitality likely going to use this to throw it down mid, around the spawning of the next dragon, so they can use it to have control. Maybe look to contest the third dragon of the game.
And I want to do a bit of a check-in on Ice, because the one player in the one lane we haven't been talking about naturally because of how quiet it's been, which is really refreshing for League of Legends over the past 6 to 12
Where do Caps and Humanoid rate amongst the LCK mids? Probably pretty favorably. Mid lane has not been, I would say, you know, a point of strength. Like if Caps was fluent in Korean, he's probably, I mean, he could probably be on a top 5 team in LCK.
There's going to be a lot of tools that on their side of BDS they can work around and put out this DPS. So I think again, you have to be scared if you're Vitality that if you let this game go on long enough.
When are you and Wolf discussing the KT versus D plus fraud fest? It's already out, dude. Do you even subscribe to the Last Free Nation YouTube channel?
This place belongs to him. Lebrov, cautious of the Vilts, Adam through the going for that build, the hybrid, primarily AP Photon are relative to their counterparts.
Give up on his jungle in the meantime. We'll see. 45 seconds.
Argue that Caps is a player gated by his region. What other players were region gated? Double Lift in his prime. Should have gone to Europe. Bjergsen in his prime. Should have gone to Europe. Win his power spike tomorrow.
The fake alien outfit. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Look at it. How is that not Boo?
But aren't those the alpacas? Isn't that the shout out to Death?
Oh, is it?
SI tonight.
Haven't we had this conversation before?
I keep bringing it up because I'm like...
Double Lift said he should have gone to China. Well, why didn't he?
Seconds, as we talked about, dropped in mid, used to unlock this mid tower, gain control. That TPE. Fine?
Yeah, okay.
It's fine. Okay, close one. But this now gives them access into the river. Vision is still shared.
The bag? He would have gotten the bag in China back in the day, guys. China was paying out extremely large contracts during Double Lift's period of playing. He would have gotten more money in China. Oh, Douglas. Oh, Douglas. You got caught. Nobody can save you because you're running a poke composition. You should not be in the river, my friend. You should not be in the river when they're pushing up and your Jace isn't here. What are we playing? We are playing a poke comp. Right? We need to shove this wave and poke them. We can't actually get vision control unless we're poking.
Very nice punish from BDS. They see Douglas isolated in the river. Sheo, zero hesitation, connects with the Q. The ultimate then comes out from Gragas to knock him into his team, and Vitality don't even get a chance to respond. Dragon secured for BDS.
Too bad.
I mean, Adam is still having a great performance despite what happened earlier. I mean, as we said, picked up a solo kill in response to smooth outplays from Photon.
World's latest Rod of Ages for Adam.
See the Gragas in a team fight, what he can achieve. And for
Does
BDS,
TL have any chance internationally? No.
Dragon stacking, as we said, they're still with
I mean, maybe they can beat a European team, but they're not going to be good against top level teams.
praising Vitality right off the get-go. The first 10 minutes of the game.
Their mid and bot lane will not survive against good Asian teams.
Maybe we're heathens. Maybe we need to reevaluate, go through a reformation of sorts, and start talking up BDS because we're almost a two-item Azir. Two-item
I Will Dominate was region jailed. Yeah, he totally was. If he had gone to LLA, he would have won a title.
me by surprise as he flashes away. Kind of caught out with Adam and Nuke now moving in. It's primarily Nuke. Cease and desist.
Tragic that he stayed in North America, really.
No, he's not. A shutdown, unfortunately, onto Sheo. Baron. Vitality like, look, everyone's bot. We're just going to start the primarily Nuke. Cease and
This is actually a hilarious pick attempt with their jungler using ult while Baron is up, and you have Maokai ult to stop their engage.
just going to start the purple worm.
They've got him out this fast.
Lebrov is there first to the engage.
I mean, they have Kaisa Tristana. Surely they get this, right?
Good damage, but Shoney's get over
Douglas, please ult.
and get that smite steal. Will he find it? No! In the end, it's Lebrov.
What?
Two items he can team fight. There's going to be good damage, but Shoney's get over the
Why are we not Maokai ulting?
that smite steal.
Oh, look at this. He smites at 1200.
No! In the end,
Actually, it was Sheo who smoted at 1200.
two items he can team fight. There's going
It was Sheo who smited the Baron.
over the wall and get that smite steal.
It's a blue smite. Sheo smite. Oh my god.
Will he find it? No! In the end, it's Lebrov somehow.
Douglas is just fucking throwing, dude. Why do you not use Maokai ult?
Them and somehow, some way, BDS just walk in. Arel steals it with a shattering strike. And a big mistake for Vitality. Why do we keep 50-50ing the Baron?
Well, I mean, in that instance, I understand the logic. You've got three members committed, but a TP is vested as well.
But you have to use Maokai ult.
Trying to rush the Baron down, but they can't do it fast enough. The smite, I guess, is too early. I don't even know if he used the smite in that exchange.
Sheo used the smite, and then Lebrov got it.
Secure it. They win the team fight to boot. And they chuck out a cheeky XDD in the all chat to round things
Again.
out. I mean, BDS have flipped. It is
50-50ing the
fast enough. Well, I mean, in that instance, I understand.
But we get
Zero has
nicely done. I mean, Adam is in a team.
go. The close up
Yeah, we'll see.
it's each got the
That is on us.
there.
Earlier, I mean, as we kind of caught out with Adam and Nuke now moving in and start the purple worm.
They've got him out.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate this play,
Lebrov is there first to the engage.
especially because they have Rakan flash and ult. They have Trist ult. Oh, they don't have Maokai ult.
There's going to be good damage.
They don't have Maokai ult. That's why he doesn't use it. It's really hard to tell sometimes, but because fucking LEC has these tiny, tiny ult indicators, but I can now see that it was not up.
There's going to be good damage,
But
get over the
Hillisang could have, you know,
smite steal.
done something. Instead,
There's going to be good damage.
they just allow Rel into the pit for free, and they die.
Oh, in the end, it's Lebrov somehow who gets it down. You gets the ulti over the wall as Kazi is the next victim, and somehow that smite steal. BDS just
Yikes.
Understand the logic. You've got three members committed, but a TP is vested as well. You're trying to rush.
So you can't use Maokai. You can't use Maokai R here, but you also just don't have vision control, and you don't have the ability to turn over the wall.
Use the smite in that exchange. Either way,
Where did he use Maokai R? He used it at the Drake, I guess.
BDS. They see Dag's vision is still.
He used it here when he died.
And here we go. The dragon spawning. Looks like Vitality's ready to fight.
He uses it right here.
onto Douglas, though he's happy to absorb explosive guards, so takes out the jungle.
It's right here.
Nicely done. And
He panic used it, and so he doesn't actually have it right now.
everyone's bot. We're just going to start the purple worm.
They've got him out this fast.
Lebrov is there.
They also see Lebrov because he gets hit by the sapling.
There's going to be good damage, but shown.
And they're just grouped up in the pit for Ice to ult.
Will he find it? No! In the end, it's Lebrov somehow who gets it down. You gets the ulti over the wall as Kazi is the next victim.
It's a shame Vitality is gated by mid and jungle because bot lane and top are some of the best in LEC, yeah.
And a big mistake for Vitality. Why do we keep 50-50 the Baron?
Well, I mean, in that instance,
I mean, Hylissang, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I mean, VTO has been all right.
you're trying to rush the
Their jungler has been the weak point for sure. Douglas has been the weak point.
slide, I guess, is too early.
But also, like, Hylissang has had some struggles, guys. He's had some struggles this year.
It is BDS that secure it. They win the team fight to boot. And they chuck out a cheeky XDD in the all chat to round things
Again.
out. I mean, BDS have flipped this game completely on its head. The early game, as you rightly said, was all about Vitality.
Why do you think casters always commend a team who does well as opposed to critique when a team does poorly? I.e. the Umti Poppy W / Lee Sin Dragon Steel situation, or failing to Ren Smite combo? Because if you're not 100, so being 100% sure, I have the luxury of being able to go back and check things and double check things. If you do not have the luxury to be 100% sure, if you flame somebody and you're wrong, you look really bad. So I think people are just afraid of that.
With the Baron buff, let's kind of talk it up here. 4K gold play already starting off for BDS as they reclaim topside jungle.
So I think they're just scared. But I never casted that way, and I don't like that mentality because I think it makes you boring. And being boring is actually the biggest sin, not being wrong.
More than happy to get themselves a tier 2. Photon going to keep the push going. This wave is relatively thin. If they
Thoughts on Monty Mole? What, like you want me to make mole? That might be difficult in Korea.
Photon is going to be forced
If I was in the States, it'd be easy. Getting the ingredients would be a challenge here.
dragon, but with still a minute left on the
Also, all it takes is a pro to come out and say, actually, you're an idiot, and even if you're right, you just lose credibility. Yeah, I'm medic, but you can't care about that.
towards littering. Being held
Then you just go to war against the pro publicly. You just have to not be a coward, you know what I mean?
the pick and bot, they're able to collapse onto the Baron. They find a great fight. And as we mentioned, they are now fully in the driver's seat. Looking to equalize this series.
Then you just make content. Then, you know, if the pro comes out and says that, then you just farm that pro for content, especially if you're right.
That was the Baron power play just after 20 minutes. You know, for Lebrov, I'm pretty sure it was just a Q.
You just have to be willing to go to war, because then other people will not go to war because they don't want to. They know that you're prepared for battle, and so they won't sally forth against you.
Vitality, but again, they need a good engage on the carries. You can't get past Lebrov at this point. Cheryl also with the engage tool. Hilly just getting threatened. The turret goes down all the same.
Yeah, I agree, Medic. That's definitely the reasoning.
BDS systematically
But I do think there are times like, you know, messing up the fucking
Hilly trying to get
smite rend that are just so egregious that it does need to be absolutely giga flamed.
How annoying is it? I mean, cease and desist used. The magnet storm as well. Oh, baby! Roll him in. Hylissang going to get sniped out, but narrowly avoids. TP going to be burned. Vitality bring 5 members mid. Now, BDS might have opened things up to move to the inner and mid, but now the video's here. Wave clear's also here. And it's too risky to continue on.
very close situation. Adam, did he want to time a flash there, or?
Now, you know what? He's that confident. Check all chat, BDS. See what
There's
happens.
nothing in all chat.
Okay.
I have no idea what that was. I can only assume a misclick, or he was trying to type something.
What
There's
happened?
close situation.
Mid. Now BDS might have opened things up to move to the inner and mid, but now the video's here. Wave clear's also here, and it's too risky to continue on.
Very close situation.
Adam is not having a great series, guys.
Did he want to time a flash there, or?
Now you know what? He's that confident. Check all chat, BDS.
There's also the logic if I just shit on the bad team, it doesn't elevate the other one for an entertainment product and isn't always narratively the right tack. That's true.
Only assume a misclick, or he was trying
That's
to
true.
type something and he didn't press enter.
You do have a different job in many ways.
That's a flash down. Vitality want to try and answer this dragon. I don't think they're going to get here in time, though. And BDS are going to get away scot-free. Bit of a close fight there. Vitality's not done.
Oh, they're not at all. I mean, Adam, perfect engage, followed up by LeBron. The Wombo's in, Hilly's dead. Video will be up next. Even his ulti comes through, but he can't disengage. Adam finds another, and again, on this Gragas, what great tools. It has completely rocked the game state, and I feel like for BDS, slowing this game down.
I mean, we talk about impact of junglers.
It's outrageous that Vitality's going to lose this game, guys.
Much better game, too.
Didn't quite make the gang cap.
Douglas just like chain through.
But outside of that, he's been finding some great opportunities for his team. We look back at this engage. Vitality, I imagine they're just trying to interrupt the backs. Maybe they can find a pick. But Adam reads the play. Nice combo from him. The follow-up from LeBron.
I was going to put this out there. We probably shouldn't be face-checking a brush together if we're V2 and Hylissang. We probably shouldn't be face-checking a brush together so we both get hit by every single piece of Gragas CC.
VTO then has no way of getting out of this situation, loses life as well. Now the kills 12 to 8. The gold 6k, 6.5k in BDS's favor. The Baron spawning in less than a minute. No reason for BDS to push.
What place does Teal come in the LEC, do you think? I mean, they actually have good macro, like legitimately good macro. I don't know. Third? They're definitely more than the sum of their parts.
But is it too late or what?
May very well be.
Because, I mean, we got Infinity Edge here for Ice now.
Yep.
That third item hit. Nuke close to his, and, you know, Adam's been sitting on...
LCS isn't dead. The top thread on Reddit now is how their peak was up, and that peak reached the average viewership stat of LEC. Yeah, I'll make a video about this, guys, because here's the thing. We're going to get some bullshit from LCS about how this is a good thing, but it absolutely is not a good thing. Even though peak viewership is up, remember that last year they weren't on weekends in spring. And so really what we're comparing it to is 2 years ago, right? And the viewership is way down. And also any minor increase in peak viewership is not North American viewers. This is because they let Baiano and Cadril co-stream for the first time ever. It's a bunch of Brazilians and Europeans, and they don't fucking matter for LCS sponsorship. And why are we having a parade over their 120,000 average concurrent viewers when, you know, if we go back, in 2016, they were having 300,000 average concurrent viewers. Like, this league has been an abject failure. And showing a minor peak viewership or a minor viewership, average viewership increase year over year is complete bullshit. So we will not allow them to get away with the spin. We will not allow them to get away with the bullshit. We will not allow them to lie to sponsors about North Americans watching the league, because factually, guys, there are fewer North Americans, i.e. the people the sponsors want to reach, this spring than there were last summer or last spring. Viewership among the actual valuable demographic to LCS has gone down, and they've replaced it with Brazilians. And here's another question, guys. If it was such a fucking good idea, if it was such a genius play to have co-streamers co-stream LCS, why didn't they let Cadril do or Baiano do it previously? Why did they wait until this year? If it was a good idea and it brought more viewership, why didn't they do that previously? Tell me why.
We've already seen what happens, and look at how quickly it melts with the Zeri.
Oh, yeah. Especially that third item. Look how easy it is. The poke helps out.
Why isn't the person who made that decision who was like, you know what? If their opinion now is co-streaming is good, why have they not fired the people who said co-streaming was bad previously? Because clearly they're dumbasses that were suppressing viewership for years. It's a good ult by Adam. It's a good engage by Adam and Lebrov. Adam's team fighting in the Gragas has been good. It was just his fucking laning that was not great. Oh, of course. Zeri Pentakill. Of course there is.
Vitality are left wanting as BDS are going to equalize the series.
And the BDS way, the team fight came online, and BDS came on with it. The Vitality, early game or not, past 15 minutes, BDS felt like
It's absolutely outrageous, guys, that BDS wins this game in 27 minutes in spite of the early game deficit that they had. The throw was so real.
Another ace goes in. Let's call that a hexa kill. May as well. The next turret's going to follow through with it. The minion wave close enough to soften the turrets once again. As Vitality respawn, but I think BDS can fight another round. Teleport coming in as well. We're going to a game 3 when round 4 is on the line. You better believe BDS are going to fight it to the very brim.
That pentakill really did just come out of nowhere. We didn't see the double or the triple. They were just straight into 5. Great team fight from Ice to round things out.
Why, in your opinion, did the LCS fail so much compared to Europe? Because the popular personalities, you have to remember that in the early days of LCS, the big streamers were the LCS players. The big streamers were Sneaky, Doublelift, you know, Medios. Like the popular streaming personalities were playing LCS. Right? LEC, look at the streamers. Yankos is a huge streamer still. Cutie Pie, yeah, you guys are right. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of these players retire. Bjergsen never streamed. You know, you lost all your legacy teams. You lost TSM. That's huge. And Europe actually still has pro players that are big streamers by European standards. LEC product has also been just a million times better, generally speaking, over the last few years. If you look at Valorant, Valorant is very popular in North America. Who are the big Valorant players? Oh, like Tens, huge streamer. Does getting fisted at Worlds every year not have a big effect too? Of course it does. LCS built 0 storylines or personalities over the years. Yep, that's it. They just coasted on what they had, and then all those players left, and then they were left with nothing because they're idiots.
Be surprised if we saw Gragas after last game.
I don't know if they will put it that high priority. Looks like they're just going to emulate their similar band.
How'd you fix the LCS? You can. It's in a death spiral, but they will merge it with Brazil, I'm sure.
Twisted Fate, the addition from BDS. They don't want to have to deal with that from Photon. Actually, Rel added to the pool. I mean, we talked at length how surprised we were to see it get through the entire draft in game 1. Not going to be allowed to have that flexibility this time round. So Varus and Kalista are up. The question is, are these champions even relevant in today's meta? Do they have the same impact given the recent changes to crit itemization? They do generate a lot of priority in the bot side of the map, but are they what you want when Azir is up and available? What's it going to be?
Surely takeaway,
It looks like our song was in fact accurate.
It was very accurate. The dance moves maybe not correct to what I remember in year 6, but at the very least with the
All right, here we go. Azir. This is first pick in Azir, and we might take Ari for a nuke. No Twisted Fates, no Olaf, just a bunch of top lane bans. I mean, why not run it back? Why not run it back with the... All right, so we're going to take the Maokai. And we're going to take... All right, we're going for back to the Xayah on the bot side.
The bot lane, Zeri, Rakan. Zeri's such a safe laner. You give a lot of freedom for the Rakan top laner.
Banning Darius. Banning Garen.
He's playing Gragas, he's playing Twisted Fate.
But that's even more of a problem because you don't know what he's going to play. He's got about 1 million champions up there. As we said, Twisted Fate's been played, but for now we look at mid.
Where's the set ban, guys?
I haven't seen Hui in a little while. No. We had a brief stint in winter where it was very, or was it even the regular?
I mean, Hui, it has been an Azir counter pick before Azir was banned out of the meta. Disabled, and we are going to go for Volibear. Very strong. All right, strong top side here, potentially. Into the Renekton. Why would Brazil let LCS teams come to them? What do they have to gain? Money and exposure. And they may not have a choice, right? It just may tell them that that's how it's going to go. How can I put this? If you're a Brazilian team and you're selling sponsorships, those sponsorships are going to be based around a Brazilian audience. Now, if you can sell an audience like a logo patch that's going to be shown to Americans, you're going to get a much better deal.
Get to round 4, you've
Brazilian, from a marketing perspective, Brazilians are worth nothing.
You're still in the double elim. You still got that back.
No offense, Brazilians, but that's just, it just be like that.
Chances to get into the spring finals as well, by the way, if you win this series. It's only a best of 3, so the next game wins. And as you said, for BDS on their other side, I mean, drafting a very BDS style composition.
Yep, and it works for VCT.
Getting a pentakill last game on the Zeri.
Yep.
Out of nowhere, by the way. It just came through in the last game like, oh, Zeri moment. But also Nuke.
It's funny because he was just at 2 kills. You know?
True.
He was just chilling, farming the whole game. The man has been very difficult to kill throughout this whole series. He only died once in the first game.
Wow.
And I don't actually think he died at all in the second. You know, people have praised him, but he is a very consistent AD carry, regardless of the...
Okay, Ward on to red buff. They see Douglas's Volibear there. He passed back.
Well, it's important also to note that
So it is going to be, looks like full clears for both jungles as we head into this game.
So there is going to be an advantage for BDS as Hilly goes in deep. He gets that information out, but can he get out is the new question.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have any damage with Maokai Rakan Zeri at level 2. He's pretty safe as a Nautilus.
Quickly pops the passive, and due to the slow that gets applied in the CC, means that you take a lot of damage.
Yep.
And it's annoying to deal with. VT are trading back pretty effectively, though. It's very, very small lead for Nuke, but nothing too consequential.
But he's doing well, though.
Yeah, getting push in this lane. Kind of, I do expect that against many Azirs. Control mages have the ability to just get that fast push, just because Azir doesn't have the craziest wave clear compared to many other mages in the mid lane.
I mean, the Hui is not going to be under much late game threat as long as they can properly mark the Aatrox. The scary thing, I think, if you're Vitality, is that Hui is just going to be dealing infinity damage from the backline, and you don't really have a good way to get back there onto him. And if you try and not ult him, then you don't have not ult for the Zeri, which is a bigger problem because Zeri can all in you with ult.
Nicely done, dice out, but he has to flash. Good gank from Douglas. That's a summoner out of the Renekton. Nicely done, dice out, but he has to... Adam going to step up, slice and dice. Oh, it's a bait in. Nicely done, dice out, but he has to flash. Good gank from Douglas.
All right.
That's a summoner out of the Renekton, and that opens up Photon.
Nice to get the flash out. Photon's going to slow push this one in.
Sheo, based on his early pathing, suggested that they were concerned about the invade on bot, but after they actually moved back into their jungle and cleared Gromp, they should have expected that Volley wasn't going to be in the area threatening any sort of bot lane dive, meaning they should have anticipated Daggers hovering around the top, but I guess Adam wasn't really prepared for that lane gank. And they get a summoner spell out from him. Small advantage gained, but the real advantage is in this bot lane. Kazi and Hilly trading very nicely.
True.
Build themselves a bit of a gold lead. Look, I mean, that's 250 gold already. Very close to a kill, so credit to them. They do very well. Of course, Grubs and Dragon are on the board. You can see a ward drop from BDS onto the Grubs. Suspicious of Douglas looking to start them early. Volibear, pretty good champion at clearing those out thanks to his passive. Hilly,
already moving.
Roaming top.
What a surprise. Where's Douglas? He's far behind because Douglas is on his Raptors moving up towards topside now. Hilly's being patient and waiting for that sync up. Sharon Lebrov doing the same thing, but it's more towards bot lane as Nuke has just used his TP towards mid. Waiting to see if anything comes of Hylissang making this early movement. The answer for now is no. He's going to go back towards his bottom side and Douglas goes up towards top and no one looking seriously.
Do we have a format for the Esports World Cup already? No, we do not.
Lanes just continue to play out. Hilly will get spotted here by Control Ward. Sheo might even think of starting this bot side as the wave's pushed out. Nuke's also here with level 6. That also helps.
Photon, one more creep to get that level 6 secured. Never mind, 2 more creeps to get that level 6 secured.
Close. Dragsine's out though. Does connect onto Ice. Response from Lebrov. Kazi with a nice sidestep backwards. Dragon's still being done here by BDS. It's going to be an average trade. Average Joe blow. Douglas in the top side getting his grubs in the meantime.
This will be BDS's first Dragon.
Wow.
Of the series. So far, Vitality have done a good job of controlling that objective. Admittedly, though, Vitality have been finding some very... Let's not forget, in Game 2, at this point in the game,
We're just cross-mapping. Volbear going to try and put pressure on top side because Adam still has flash down. What is Hylissang doing? Now, he knows that Sheo is there because Sheo literally just killed Drake. And Ice just pops over the wall. Hylissang dies for literally no reason. Oh, no, he uses flash for literally no reason. Just kidding. Oh, no, he dies because now he doesn't have flash. Hilarious. Ward also dies, so he doesn't even keep the ward.
BDS have the numbers advantage. They punish Hilly for overstepping in the bot lane. Jungler is nowhere close from Vitality to offer that support. And the idea was good, Hilly, flashing over the wall to get away to safety, creating space between the three members, but of course Nuke then gets the collapse.
I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, he just knows that the Drake was just taken.
I mean, what else is there really to add? I mean, just a big mistake, I feel, from Hilly. Trying to contest vision here with the numbers advantage, and nice collapse from Nuke. Converts into an easy kill. First blood.
Whatever. Just the Hylissang moment.
First blood over to Huawei. Great start for BDS. Probably exactly where you want it to go. And as we see the trade, I think you and I are just kind of getting under wraps that this is the slowest game we've experienced today.
Correct.
And it's weird.
I mean, this Vitality team would actually be pretty good if they didn't randomly get caught out 24/7. A lot of the big-name teams like C9 left Apex Legends at the beginning of the year are starting to sign players again, coincidentally before Esports World Cup in Riyadh. Wow, how weird. Hey, guys, I wonder if Cloud9 is one of those 20 partnered teams. I wonder if Team Liquid is one of those 20 partnered teams that the Saudis are making. Huh. I wonder if those could be two of the partnered teams. I wonder if Vitality is one of them as they're signing StarCraft 2 players. That'd be really crazy. Are Apex players expensive to sign? No, they're not. But these orgs in esports winter are not making choices about even spending small amounts of money unless they're going to get it back somewhere. And they're getting it back from the Saudis. All of a sudden, TSM makes a return. No, actually, TSM is irrelevant on the world stage. They don't have enough, they don't have enough teams. So there's not really a point if you're the Saudis and partnering with TSM because all they have is an Apex team. And they haven't been able to field a League team or any other teams. Their CS team is shit. So why would you do that? Like, Liquid has a bunch of teams, right? C9 has a bunch of teams. Whereas TSM, they're just not in League anymore. No, they're going to come back. They keep promising that they're going to come back, even as all their esports staff leave. They're definitely coming back, though. I know it is ethically wrong to do so, but can you blame them if there is no money? Of course you can. You have a choice. You actually just don't have to take that money, guys.
His nose in, has a sniff about, decides he doesn't want to run the risk.
Can you explain the ancient meme of scumbag Jat? Yeah, sure. So WCG was a nations-based competition, and WCG was run by Samsung and was for many years the premier like esports competition in the West. So, but you played like the Olympics according to your country. And so in the early days of LoL, now it was like the biggest tournament in Warcraft 3. It was a pretty big tournament in StarCraft as well, and Counter-Strike. And so when League of Legends in like 2010 or 2011 was doing WCG, was part of the WCG circuit, Jat, who is both Canadian and American, the short answer is tried to play on both the Canadian and American rosters. And so people called him Scumbag Jat.
That's not the main point. Did you know that
that's where that comes from.
Daylight savings time, and in the middle you have
that's the short version.
I know. It's very rare.
And then the north and the south have different daylight savings times.
I know. Yeah. South Australia's at half past. Good flash away from Nuke.
And he still gets really butthurt if you mention it. And it's very funny. Mega Bonk 5K. Thank you for your tier 1 sub.
Pass for a time zone. It's weird.
It's super weird.
It's so weird. And like Sydney and Western Australia are 3 hours apart, by the way, at times. So
That's an ult on the
spiraling
VTO.
despair. Yeah, Video might be dead, but he shuffles out. Good job, avoids a passive, because all about these grubs we're fighting now. Nature's grasp out from Sheo, the flash. Commit onto Adam.
All right. So
Pass for a time zone. It's weird.
Adam has the flash up this time. Sheo's coming in. Vitality is here, trying desperately to take these grubs. They want the 6 grubs. And BDS gonna come in, kind of waste the Maokai ult because Adam still dies. Douglas uses ult here. Labrov is here though. Photon's ult times out. Hillsang's here. All right. That's actually a nice flash route right there. And ult. Not bad. All right, not bad for Vitality. Pretty poor use of abilities, though. Sheo wasted ult there.
It ultimately ends in a 2 for 1 in favor of Vitality. He executes Douglas on the
Can you explain why Dash got fucked by LCS? I mean, nobody really knows. They just stopped using him. Probably because he was expensive.
Nuke gets zoned away. Sorry, VTO gets zoned away by Nuke, but they catch Adam off in a 2 versus 1.
It's a shame they really kind of wasted Volibear and Aatrox ult here. Photon actually flashes in for this. It's a good flash by Hillsang, though. So they can focus Sheo. Guess a not ult onto him, too.
But they're all stacked up, which means so much value from the passive of Nuke is gained. He does a lot of damage to get a kill back at least. Now,
I mean, it's all right. Only Hillsang died. Trading Hillsang for Sheo right there is not terrible.
But then the QW lands and gets an execute.
And we come back to live and Video's almost dead. So Nuke is putting on work. I mean, he got the first blood. Now we're going to see,
Gotta clip that Dash story or the Jat story for the shorts. Nah. It just pisses Jat off. And it wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. It's only it's only funny to me because it still makes Jat angry. So, you know, that makes it amusing to me. But, you know, I don't really see a need to antagonize him. Uh-oh. Douglas didn't hit the damage into the back line. They still get Labrov, though. All right, Vitality doing okay? Woof, that was close. That was close to a big Zeri play.
He's out in the nick of time. I mean, if you want to play in the mud, Vitality, they built the pit.
That they did. Great call.
Even after all this time?
Vitality find another 3 kills.
Jat is a very petty person.
Secure the dragon as well. They balloon the gold lead to 2K. And
So
a
yes,
very nice
is the
fight from
answer.
them overall.
He's a sensitive soul.
Replay, crucial to keep an eye on positioning because a lot was used to try and keep VTO out of the fight. It starts off with Labrov losing so much of his HP, which means that one of the initiation tools from BDS no longer can get involved in the fight as much as he would like to. The objective is started off. Look at the bot lane. Easy access from Kazi, but that's one ulti used onto VTO.
Sheo's Maokai ultis are fucking terrible. Like, what the fuck is this Maokai ult? He's like, he like looks at this Drake and he's like, VTO must die. Also, VTO should, I don't understand. He actually walked in to get hit by that. He literally could have avoided that, but he decided to get rooted for funsies.
Good damage onto VTO, but then Kazi gets to unleash. Nice sidestep on the knockup. Throws the ultimate out early. And while good damage comes out from Nuke on the back end, it's not enough to really threaten Kazi. Again, nice sidestep from the lightning bolt. While Photon and VTO get the kill onto Adam in the top side.
Look at the stress.
Did you see LS going on and on about systems after C9 lost? I mean, they got rid of him and still won LCS, so tells you what you need to know. I like LS, but Cloud9 has been a historically successful org, and Cloud9 has repeatedly made very, big decisions and big ball decisions, such as benching their starting lineup and then going to semifinals of Worlds, getting rid of LS after a couple of weeks and still bouncing back and winning LCS. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. C9 knows what the fuck they're doing. Historically, when they have been underperforming, they figure it out, make adjustments, and then do well again. So let's just see what happens. I bet you they fix some shit.
Yeah, it's just kind of the scaling advantage that the Aatrox has. Eventually gets to a point in the matchup where he just starts winning and is going to offer so much value in these fights. It's one of the scary things that when Nuke or Ice doesn't have flash.
Will we ever get the full story of the LS firing? No, because Jack doesn't like drama. I think people's minds would change somewhat if they could hear Jack's side of it. That's my take. But Jack doesn't get, he'd just rather move on with his existence, which is fair. And especially now, there's no reason to dig it all up, in my opinion.
Meanwhile, Herald mid. This is going to be another charge mid as well. Inner turret might not drop, but at the very least, Vitality get a turret, get a kill. Open up.
Do you think C9 changes the upcoming split include roster changes? Probably.
They don't want to give BDS an opportunity to scale.
Not like last game, right?
Exactly. They don't want to slow the pressure down. They're unlocking more out of towers. Bot is going to quickly follow.
He was saying the systems were objectively bad, but won't say why.
Incredibly strong.
Okay, then. I mean, this whole thing sounds stupid.
Can turn their attention to this final outer tower in the top lane. Resets are going to come through. Buys are going to be completed.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Zion.
I think the real question is, why does LS care so much? He made a bunch of money from Cloud9. Didn't they pay for his, like, visa in Korea and shit?
I hold my breath. VTO looks like he's actually pathing towards bot. All right, fair enough. Looks like they're going to keep the lane assignments, but I think crucially you want to move your AD carry towards mid, just because he's so good at being able to gain control over the mid wave on this Xayah.
It was a deposit. I mean, that's a huge amount of money.
Depending on where they want to invest that vision. Dragon's spawning in about 40 seconds. I talked about that top outer tower. This is likely to be their next objective focus instead. The next wave they'll fight for once again as Photon continues to pressure top. He has TP.
But whatever. I think the whole thing's dumb and probably should give up on it. I mean, it doesn't even seem like it was that bad. It's not like LS's life was ruined or anything, guys. He got a fat payday, worked for a couple of weeks, and then went back to Korea and started making content again. The guy's a millionaire. Who cares? He wasn't hard done by C9. I like LS just fine. Doesn't mean I don't have my own information about the situation and my own ideas about it. I just don't think he was screwed over. That's it. Man, Photon dodging out of this. Look at that. Beautiful micro around the Maokai ult. Gets feared by Hui, but still able to get in there. Man, Photon's good. Really well played by Photon there.
Such a good flank TP from Photon. BDS were caught completely unawares. I mean, I was caught off guard as well, and I can see everything. Such a nice flank. Sorry, that is true, not ego.
It's actually crazy how far Vitality has been ahead in some of these games.
The TP catches them completely by surprise. Look at the positioning of Zeri, still catching that mid wave.
Forces the flash. Man, Photon plays as well. Forces Nook's flash, able to re-engage, dodges the Maokai ult. Just absolutely smashing everybody in this fight. Oh.
Can you imagine a giant bear that brings lightning? A guy who's killed many people with a giant sword, demon wings, versus Bob Ross. Not a very fair matchup. And Nuke, as you said, I mean, that flash is now down yet again. How potent those ganks, those angles, those pick plays are from Vitality when Nuke has no summoner to spare. Photon, by the way, going to finally pick up this turret because he TP'd for it before. Nuke at least getting some objective bounty, but for BDS, now we have to find out how they can slow the game down again, BDS.
That's what they're looking to do.
Because, I mean, last game, they did it really well. They set up Zeri for success. We could argue that they had a little bit more tools to work with, something like the Gragas, you know, maybe a healthier front line, but I don't know. I mean, Vitality, they're not slowing down right now. All side lanes under threat apart from bot.
We take a second, take a breath.
Okay, sure.
Vitality have obviously exploded the game wide open. Photon finds himself with a 2.2k gold match.
Such a huge lead for Vitality.
And it's something the BDS are going to have to try and find a solution.
His Aatrox is just...
4.5k
I mean, I knew I said it was going to be hard for Aatrox to get into the back line, but, you know, he's really scary right now with that Profane Hydra. And if he gets a flank off, he can just one-shot nuke.
Because last game we did see a
And it's hard to mark him when he's so far ahead,
I still stand by
because he can 1v1 anybody you send to intercept him.
They think they can kill it fast enough. If they had been able to, they could have gotten away. Trade top laner for Baron. Didn't work out. This time, though, they probably don't. If you send 3 members to go and kill this Aatrox, I question if you would succeed at this point in the game, at the very least. Now, this Zeri is getting online quite quickly. 2 items finished. So, something that Vitality will still have to respect. But for now, Vitality just kind of playing the patient game, figuring out their plan of what objective they want to play for next. Resets have come through, Vision restocked. Everyone's making their way back out onto the map. We see VTO in control of the bot lane. Going to start pushing that one out. Topside jungle slowly starting to get cleared out. That one ward not spotted by Vitality's control ward to the left of Baron.
On the edge of it, isn't it?
Which means that BDS will always have information of this. But it's just fight for the vision around the topside jungle for now.
I'm just still worried, BDS, you know.
What are you worried about, Brent?
A bit of trauma from last game, you know, from BDS again. As you said, I like that you mentioned, you know, Vitality, thinking about what their next move is. Spiraling Despair there, good damage. Nuke is another member who, as items come on board, we kind of have to watch out for as well. You know, BDS...
All right.
It's the trauma of seeing one team fight.
Vitality really trying to push this Baron, but they're not actually starting it, so they're not forcing anything. They're not forcing TPs. Azir's playing very far away from playing the bot side. By the way, guys, you actually do, in fact, have to do something in this scenario. Like, you've pushed up, you have total vision control. You know, you're waiting far back to play for TP. Like, shouldn't you start the Baron? Or dive a turret?
Not only last game, but through spring regular season, through winter especially, I think.
Hillsang just face checking a brush. He sees Adam in topside.
Has he been caught out as he flashes? They're using a little bit to get him, but Dredgeline.
All right, well, what was the point of getting all of that vision? What the fuck?
This is why I have trauma. BDS now numbers advantage.
Very happy you're still making content. Just found this Twitch. Ah, well, welcome.
Do they start it though, Betty? Do they feel confident enough, or do they just clear vision?
You can find my YouTube channel too. Been making plenty of content over the last couple of months.
He's going to be fine. Ultimately, an overstep from Hilly. The rest of his team weren't ready for a fight.
Yeah.
So he loses his life. BDS throwing the ultimate down to gain control over this tower.
Nicely done. Flash away from video as well. Flash for an Azir, a big tool as objective bounty mid about to be
Already subscribed. Nice.
Down it goes. Shared through the team as Photon going to be tagged out. Ice not fully committing though. BDS very healthy.
When can we get that OnlyFans though?
Threatening this area.
BDS can move
This summer. It's going to be a hot dad summer, guys.
Potential for a TP flank. Observers highlighting it for us.
Another one there.
My exercise regimen is going well.
TP flank.
But BDS see that. Remember, on control wards, you do see the teleport. So, Photon spotted out, and Twisted Band's going to be taken, but what can he get? World Ender available with Flash as well. Lebrov coming to help out. He just waits the gank as Douglas comes on through and makes a reality. Adam jumps.
All right.
Twisted Band's going to be taken, but what can he get? World Ender available with Flash as well.
Sheo has no ultimate.
Loses his life. Vitality is the one that needs to be careful.
because he used it here in this mid skirmish.
Overstep from Hilly. The rest of his team weren't ready for a fight. So he loses
Shayo's
the fight.
Maokai
Trying
ults
the ultimate
are
to gain control over this
not
tower.
good. I guess he did force a flash from VTO. They did zone it out, so they got a bounty on the mid turret. Okay. Hillsang now back up, but now you actually just don't have Maokai ult right here.
BDS, oh, nice. TP flank.
It's a good play by Photon because he realizes that Shayo doesn't have ult. Oh, Douglas hit nobody, and now he's behind the Azir wall. Unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, guys. That was a very unfortunate Azir ult. Oh, God. Because you want to go in on this, right? And they're all there, and so you push him, but he flashes out, and now you're all stuck in the choke point, and you actually just... You're actually just going around and around in circles, and Zeri's killing you. Oh my god, dude, that Azir wall. Holy shit, they all just group up for this. It's like the freest Zeri play of all time. Look at this. They can't get past this. They're all just stuck in this choke point on top of Hui slow. Why does Volley not ult the other way? Because he's trying to ult on top of Renekton, but Adam flashes it. But Hillsang gets stuck too. I mean, really, they CC'd themselves in the choke point. Photon just trolled going for that play? No, I don't think so. I mean, Shayo is trying to make a play here because he thinks he can actually just push this play forward, right? Now, here's the mistake. As soon as you get rid of Shayo there, you just play for vision, right? You don't just pile in. His pursuit is really the problem here. But, I mean, this is... Look what a dream this is for Ice. He actually just flashes forward. I think the TP is fine. But going for Shayo, continuing through the tri-brush was just too much. Karzi had to flash ult in. I mean, he didn't flash. He flashes at the end, trying to get Ice, because he has vision of him in the brush. Yeah, the TP was fine, but you need to just get control of River in that case. And also, guys, there's no real reason to do this, because here's the thing. If you know, you're going to get the Drake coming up. So if you are pushing them out, all of a sudden you can actually just go back into the bot side and get control of Drake. So you're fine. Like, you're just creating pressure here. It's going into this choke point, and then, I mean, that Azir ult really fucked them up. Karzi also isn't doing damage for a lot of the first part of this fight, and his E doesn't actually root anybody there either. Because he's over the wall. He's not in ideal positioning, right? So he tries to set this up. He gets some feathers down, he ults, but when he pulls back, he doesn't actually stop anybody. He doesn't root anybody. But you don't pursue through that tri-brush. I think the TP's okay, but the rest of the play, because you have to just look at what are the outcomes of this, right? If you win this fight, yeah, you get Baron, But if you lose this fight, you lose Baron. But if you just push them out, then you can double back and get to Soul Point. So that's what you do there. You don't commit. You don't full send it.
Oh, Healy's dead. Healy is dead. Healy is dead. Nuke close to killing him. It doesn't matter in the end that he survives. The Baron goes down. That is, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be asking me who I see as a counselor because the trauma returns. I think Vitality might be first on the down.
He's going to hit his entire team and zone Carzzy if he doesn't flash into Carzzy there.
Available with flash as well. Labrov coming to help out. He just waits the gank as Douglas comes on through and makes a reality. Adam jumps in. It's a good Azir ult though as well, but Nuke is just standing there in a choke spiral.
It is true that he flashes with the Spiraling Despair onto him, which does a lot of damage to Carzzy, in addition to the Severing Bolt.
Running forward as Ice is
So that's true. He probably should have just died there.
the accident here as Vitality try to outplay, but BDS
But I still think objectively that is the wrong play to do, especially when we also just got... the real play is to TP in for control of River, and then to see maybe if you can actually go for the Baron, or force them into a re-engage, and or just, I mean, go for Soul Point. Going for Soul Point is actually the call, I think. The correct call.
there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be asking me who I see as a counselor because the trauma returns. I think Vitality might be
But he shouldn't have flashed at the end, yes. I agree with that.
with a gold lead.
Vitality overcommits to the flank. The TP in the idea makes sense, but Sheo plays it well. W into knockback, the slow is applied, he creates space.
Still saying can't hit a Q because nobody's there.
Of the Zeri and the Hwei, completely safe on the backline. A great ultimate is going to come through from Nuke, forcing Photon to flash away. Still he loses his life, and then Zeri can join the fight. Now Carzzy nearly turns this whole fight around.
Yeah, if Carzzy had not been... I mean, Carzzy's ult wasn't good and his E wasn't good, but if he hadn't been hit by the Hwei ults,
But he didn't.
maybe he cleans that up anyway.
And BDS win out on the fight. The over-aggression from Vitality is once again punished. And BDS find themselves in the driving seat once more.
And when Ice has himself some gold, he has been a reliable carry. Once
Really shut everyone
How was Baron a bounty there? Because the bounty hadn't fallen off yet after they got all the kills and gold back, so now they just have a gold lead.
he has been a reliable carry. Once again, 3 items, folks. Got to mention it to you. Nuke as well after we see this Red Bull Baron power play disappear. Let's have a look. 3 items. Oh, hooly dooly. That is an issue. It was a kids fan like the Wiggles. You know, pulled the
If Vitality goes for Soul Point, do you just trade with Baron? No, they wouldn't get Baron. You get vision control. You can actually just send probably one person to the Drake right there, or 2 people to the Drake,
eyes on the tier 2.
and then keep eyes on the Baron, and they can't do it. They'll lose all their vision in the river. Really, I think you just make that play for Soul Point and vision, and just play a slower game. You have a big lead, so what's the point in, like... That's the thing about Vitalities, they're just overplaying their leads. They could just play more conservatively and just kind of take iterative advantages, but they're not. They're going for the haymaker and then just knocking themselves out in the process, even though they have very big leads.
Along with a kill to boot, removing one of those Barons, just a misplay from Nuke. He did not respect
Like, you could easily, I think, just send Azir Volibear, or even just Azir to that Drake. Like, Sheo's not going to make his way back there from the top side in time.
Finds himself at level 14, a full level behind Ice though. The itemization is clear. A 2k gold advantage in favor of the Zeri is something scary.
Yeah, you don't have to 5-mana Ocean Drake. That's not necessary.
Not looking all that world
Especially when they're zoned out.
before.
He's a world midi at the moment, isn't he? Photon coming in though. Wait. Maybe he could end it. Onto Ice. He's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that set world.
All right, they're trying to do this. They're trying to pin down Ice desperately. I mean, they get him.
Fight again in a choke. Quickness is there. Video hasn't joined in. Now shoves through, but it's a good one.
Oh, God.
Like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He wasn't there. Has another penta in. Wait, maybe he could.
We're never going to know what Hwei did because this is just visual vomit, right?
A pretty good angle.
But they spend basically everything to kill Ice. There's the ultimate from Nautilus. They're just putting Ice in the bounce house right there.
Hasn't joined in. Now shoves
I have no idea what I see the mini rumble ult here. He puts that down. It does a bunch of damage.
Feels like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He won, but the fight feels like it's already done. Hasn't joined in. Wait, maybe he could end it. Onto Ice, he's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that said world ender as well.
It's funny because he actually just TPs directly into the center of the fight. Looks like he mostly just cleans this one up though.
It's a good one, but the fight feels like it's already done.
Way passive wrecked Vitality. Yeah, looks like it.
He wasn't there. As another Penta, you have to be joking. Nuke is bombed.
Yeah, the crushing maw in the mini rumble ult is what he did that I saw.
A beautiful picture as BDS find themselves their second penta of the series. 9 kills.
Yeah, they take a bazillion damage from Renekton ult, Renekton Qs, and Hui AoE though. I mean, look at that Renekton Q right there. I mean, he's doing the Renekton is doing so much work in this situation. Sheo also gets a big Q.
Joined in. Now shoves through, but it's a good one, but the fight feels like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Yeah, video not being there is pretty huge too.
Joking. Nuke is Bob Ross. I can see. That said world ender as well, but at half HP, the fight again. Well, midi at the moment, isn't he? Photon coming in though. Wait. Maybe he could end it. Onto Ice, he's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that said world ender as well, but at half
Karzi is also playing super aggressively, and Sheo and Labrov get on top of him.
quickness is there. Video hasn't joined in.
Karzi dies because he basically just walks into a Maokai and a Rakan. Like he needed not to use his ult right there to try and get kills. He needed just to shoot from the outside. That was bad. Yeah, Karzi using ulti offensively killed him twice. Yeah, last fight too.
9 kills for Nuke.
He didn't even hit anybody with it last fight. That time he hit somebody, but there was just too much AoE and he's walking up. I mean, you just can't walk into a death ball with Rakan, Renekton, Maokai like this.
And without a flash, there's nowhere for him to go. Good ulti from Hilly. A good ulti from
I mean, look at this. They just fucking charm him, root him,
TP in from Nuke. A massive one.
Renekton Q, and then he just get that. What I think what pulls them in like that is the crushing maw from Hui.
My words.
And he's just on top of all that AoE damage too from the Rumble ult.
The passive doing so much damage as well. He wasn't even expecting that himself.
Molten Fissure. Thank you, Medic. That's right.
Elated off of that performance. Just when Vitality think they found a window.
It's so crazy Vitality lose these games.
Shuts them down. Mejai is picked up now for the mid laner of BDS.
For BD, an ocean.
Lands on the upcoming dragon fight. The question is, can Vitality really fight this? Their positioning is not great. BDS have full control over the river and have even gained access into the enemy jungle. Hilly forced a face check, but VTO has to be so careful here.
They know that Douglas is top. I think he was spotted out. Ice got that info around. Karzi now mid, meeting with his enemy AD carry. Adam comes in as well. Remember, as Betty has said, that dominance not too
It's
far
so wild Vitality lose this.
soon.
The level of like throws and getting picked off.
Vitality looking
Damn.
threatened on the Baron spawn. That's coming in 55 seconds. It's not going to link up with Dragon, about 30, 35 away from each other. But it is something that if Dragon is halted, could be an equal threat for Vitality.
Vitality right now are not too upset about that. Of course, they'd love
Vitality
to
hilariously did get the Drake in the end.
was not optimal. They're going to trade it for a top tier 2. But also crucially,
What happened to Quickshot? He was a great caster. Watch the episode of Summoning Insight about it.
I would say no.
It's like 2 episodes ago.
From BDS, it is so
We talk a lot about what happened.
if you're the one to start it, the Baron,
He got riot gamed basically.
instead they're just
You know, after all of these years of people getting rioted, you would think that people would learn that you're going to get rioted, but they never do. They think, I'm not going to be the one to get demanned or Monte'd or dashed or now quick-shotted. It's not going to be me, but there's always another one.
The basis, Betty has said before, vision was taken away. BDS moving as a group, but remember, in a choke, if Vitality group up again, you have to be worried about Nuke. You also have to be worried about the Zeri that has AoE with autos with that ulti as well.
Karzi first on the wave, looking to try and clear that one out. Ice definitely not as
Well, I know my days are never done. Medic is smart. He understands the game that he's playing.
Hilly looking for a play in mid.
He's a realist.
BDS desperately trying to fight their way in, but they've got the vision they need. You can see it.
Riot comes for everyone at some point in time.
Highlighting it for us that they see what they need to see.
The spiked dildo of Damocles is just dangling in front of Uranus.
They control both mid and that choke point, and they've been able
That's the Riot Games experience.
It's a very tense moment. The gold really insignificant at this point. It's all about those items.
I hope Brennan's Sideshow don't get rioted. Oh, they will. Don't worry. Everybody gets rioted in the end. You either lose or you either leave yourself or you get rioted.
And Seeker's armor guard for Nuke as well. So stasis is there, buys more time. It's worth mentioning.
Shangara's got rioted. Yes, he did.
Targets is so important.
DDK got rioted. They're already rioting people in Valorant.
Folks, when Vitality and BDS are fighting to be top 3, to give themselves a real good running for MSI, a good chance, it would be such an achievement for Vitality, wouldn't it?
Certainly would. Again, Vitality, spring of last year was when we last saw them in the upper bracket, and it was against BDS, who they ended up falling short to. Vitality have both their carries a little isolated here, but they are fine. Labrov is looking for a flank angle. We'll just use this opportunity to drop a ward. That's been spotted out. Photon has push over mid. BDS get control around the Baron. Observers showing us how little
I didn't know Dash got rioted. I thought he just left. No, he got rioted. They just decided after 10 years that they were done with him.
It's just a dance around the Baron. The question is who's going to start.
Pretty sure Dash doesn't like having no money.
Do not want to be the ones to start it.
Yep.
There are pros and cons to being first on an objective. One advantage of starting an objective is you force the enemy to walk into you. The disadvantage
With the rise of co-streamers, I expect a lot more rioting. Yes, you should, Medic. Sadly, your value has gone down.
Behind the Baron into an encroached space, MR debuff for the Hui.
Casters are now just another budget line item that will get cut because they've got people who, like Cadril, who will do it for free.
This game reaching its pinnacle now is BDS again. I said before, Vitality to get top 3 would be incredible. BDS would be another nice security.
You mean I can't compete with someone who does it for free? Madness. I know, it's crazy.
They just spotted out a base. Vitality spotted out someone basing, and now they're going to force this.
I mean, TP coming through. It'll go down quick. Vitality trying to punish a mistake. Shao ultis in at 4K. The steal.
Oh my god, really?
Force this.
I mean, TP coming through. It'll go down quick. Vitality trying to punish.
I can't believe it, guys. The second one that gets stolen. So Labrov gets the first because Shao smites it. All right. He literally Q flashes, guys. Look at this. He starts his Q animation. It's a good steal. All right. Credit to him. He actually didn't need the Q flash right there because the damage didn't come in. He actually smites it. Pretty sure he smites it beforehand. Yeah. He smites it beforehand, but it's a good ult.
Spotted out a base. Vitality spotted out someone basing, and now they're going to force this.
I mean, TP
Lol, Shao. But look at it. Shao plays this super well, by the way.
punish a mistake. Shao ultis in.
He literally just ulties in, Q flashes, and then steals it with smite.
Flushes over, takes it. Yoink, that's mine. Twisted it back.
So you can see him start the Q animation, which is the Maokai,
So smart, they saw the
you know, putting his arm up over his head to smash into the ground.
Kazi feather.
And then he flashes, and then he just smite steals it. The Q doesn't hit, but it doesn't matter. It looked cool.
Just take it away. That is the biggest yoink I have ever seen to get you top 3 in the LEC.
Vitality.
Wow, BDS is so fraudulent, actually, for this series.
It down. Just
Oh, Vitality. Ah, the French.
clean ace, and with the Nexus in their eyes, BDS are looking to take the series.
What a feeling for Vitality after coming this far. The mistake not punished, instead a mistake of its own. BDS will return to the top 3. Vitality will have to make another round, but hell,
Ah, the French.
it was just a harder run.
Ah, the French. Technically Belgian, but whatever. They speak French. Some of them do, at least. All right, guys. G2 versus Fnatic up next. That was actually pretty sad. That made me sad to watch. So hopefully this next one won't make me sad to watch. Take a quick break. Be back. Okay, Fnatic G2 time. Let's go.
When he needs to, and in a series like this, everyone is going to be
All right, Draven, Callista, Nautilus bans, the classic
firing on all
G2 bans. We just leave everything up for caps every single time. Take away Rek'Sai. Interesting, because Broken Blade has been preferring it, but I guess they just don't want to play it. Rumble. Rumble first pick.
immediately locked in. You have to imagine that G2, will they lock in their bot
So I watched Dune 2 today. They totally changed Shani's character. Yeah, but I don't mind what they did.
Question is, do they care about doing that right now? TF?
I think it was an effective way to show the dangers of being a false prophet. You think Rumble is that strong? Maybe on red side where you can flex it into support.
One of the riskiest ones, especially in the LEC.
Do I think it's that good right here? Not really.
But do they try and get jungle priority here, BDS, when a couple have been taken away?
Aggressive comp already coming out from G2.
Volibear Lucian.
I wonder what Razork will go for. The thing about Razork is he's a player that always, you've got to think about things like the Poppy.
When you record the next episode of Power Spike tomorrow,
Carry jungle
did you say Flex Rumble as support? Yes.
on them. Things like Talia is something he's well known for.
It's the FBX special over in LPL. We've seen it pop up now in LCK, and it happened in the LCS finals when Busio decided to be total shit at playing Rumble yesterday.
Except against certain players because of their champion priorities. But now we're going to get to see it, I imagine, in the hands of Jun as a support, but there's always the ability for them to flex it into AD carry while Humanoid locks in his Orianna. So Orianna Rumble, you're looking at like a Jarvan game right now, you know what I mean? You need that kind of engaged jungler, you need someone that can provide the utility.
Barrel did it, yeah, but it was really Life in China on FBX who made it popular because they were doing very well with it.
Maybe they'll look for a different type of engage, something like the Sejuani.
This is crazy strong, though. How come nobody's playing Ashe? This is the first time we've seen Ashe when it's been up. I mean, this could still be Ashe Varus, right? Ashe Varus. Could be Ashe Rumble. Like, Ashe Rumble is an actual lane that is run, and it is very, very good.
Could be a possible.
That's an FBX lane right there, Ashe Rumble.
G2 will look to ban those away, because you imagine jungle is where G2 is going to look to try and limit.
I will say, though, with things like Azir still on the board, in the East is such a potent 2v2 as well.
This is really nasty. I'm confused why Fnatic was able to get these champions.
The man on MSI, it's on all of perform the victories.
Take away Nico and, okay, Twisted Fate.
We saw this,
A Soul.
and maybe for good reason. I mean, it was also brought out overnight.
Can Senna Rumble work? Sure, you just farm on the Rumble.
FlyQuest over in NA.
I know who wins, but I haven't seen the series.
Another effective ball delivery system. The only reason why I like Jarvan
Having Hawkshot and winning bot lane is broken at this stage of League. Try that and having short cooldown, non-committal engage ultimate with Ashe Arrow.
is very one-dimensional, and you have a decent amount of mobility on the side of G2, so they're going to go with about this. I'm frustrated. that I
Pretty
didn't
good, guys.
Say Ashe AD carry, to be fair, and we didn't know to the last pick, but
But Rumble support. We've been
Ah, so they are doing the Rumble support.
Well, we're seeing it over in the LPL to have so much effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very good. Ashe Rumble, very strong lane.
I missed if we saw it in the LPL or not, but
FlyQuest
sorry,
brought it out.
the LCS is
Yeah,
what I meant. We
Lucio
have, of
brought
course,
it out.
Yeah. So it's a champion that can have so much power in the bot side of the map. Finally, we're getting to see it in Europe. Incredibly excited to see
They for
it.
sure can't lose lane against Lucian Nami. I mean, they should not lose lane to Lucian Nami. They should absolutely style. Jun should have the secret tech, too. He should be talking to Barrel in life. He's Korean.
Level 4 when you get to
He should know. He should know how this works.
with Ignite mixed in the bag as well. That is a strong 2v2, but let's see how Hansummer and Mickey hold on, because there's been a lot of questions through the regular season as to how Hansummer and Mickey X play to their level, how they're going to play in comparison to some of these other top teams as well. As we go into game number
Was there a better blind pick top than Aatrox? I mean, you can blind Aatrox. It just depends on if you're comfortable with it or not.
Finale coming out from G2 by bringing
You can blind Renekton, too. Blind Cassante.
thanks to the ban.
No, Cassante was banned. Never mind.
To see it from Caps today. I mean, it was a hot topic on Reddit about the nerfs, the buffs, the adjustments that happened. Even though it was a nerf, it was still an overall buff and all that. Caps is going to show us what you can do on the champion. I'm excited. Fnatic coming out onto this best of 3. FNC, and then there's just one guy.
All right, so I mean, basically, Fnatic's composition, they should be pushing into bot lane. It's Hail of Blades. This combination has been used, especially by LPL teams, very effectively to control bot lane and get shove. Humanoid should be pushing in mid lane. I think Aatrox Renekton is kind of a wash in top side, but we have very powerful skirmishing. Like Razor can definitely look to dive or make plays in the bot lane. He should have run of the map, really.
Like, yeah, I'm here. FNC, woohoo!
I mean, look, it is nice again. You always know G2 Fnatic's going to deliver not only with the games, but usually also with the crowd and the support. Being historic organizations.
Hansama has 8 gold now. He got the first strike money.
I like it. You know,
My favorite thing about that.
He got the first strike money, guys. He got it.
FNC, woohoo!
I mean, look, it is nice again. You always know G2 Fnatic's
Game is over.
only with the games.
Hansama up 8 gold at 46 seconds.
Support being historic organizations, the LEC. I think the biggest thing as well is we know it's going to deliver since that we go to regular season. Fnatic beat G2. That was always a nice touch. I know it's only best of one, but still.
I mean, we go back.
Does Ashe get built as an attack speed carry? I mean, you can buy Bork, Kraken Slayer.
In favor of G2, moving into the upper bracket where they went up against.
Yeah, you can play Lethality. You can play Yomus.
Met MDK in the lower bracket.
Probably here you want Bork.
Very tense series, went to the full 5 games in which MDK actually managed to
Somehow
come out
won the
on
game
top.
5, yeah.
It was crazy. But Fnatic definitely, I would say, looks stronger this split.
All right, Razork pathing topside to bot side.
A bit of an asterisk next to that,
Like a four-way tie.
Storm Razor Ashe probably the best. Fair enough.
Season did end.
There's a lot of viable Ashe builds, I think.
I think Razork, while he didn't have the strongest week 3, remains the best performing jungler of our split.
Wow, breath of light.
Now, the stacking passive on that Q is lethal. Very scary, does a lot of damage.
Yep.
And basically, while it does force Caps to be stationary, you can see that as long as he's proccing it, he's often able to win out on those trades. So while Humanoid is guaranteed to trade back, as long as he can proc it, he's fine, but that's what Humanoid needs to do. Take those short trades, get a little bit of damage in, then walk out of range, that he's not proccing that entire multiple stacks.
Still getting some damage down is good. I was just wondering, Singularity, no, breath of light again.
I've never seen an Aurelion Soul this aggressive before.
Nah, this is what APA does too. I think this is just how you have to play Aurelion Soul since the latest changes.
Keep track of the stacks next to Caps. It is that 8 number just above his
It's
level
just
on the
spit
right
at them
hand.
relentlessly.
But so
They didn't
far
see
in
it?
this early game,
They didn't see it?
Raptor start into blue Gromp for Yike. Caps, it is that Aurelion
They didn't see
Soul
him.
is aggressive
I mean, they know blue is gone, but I don't think they actually saw Wally Bear.
Unfamiliar with our overlay, you can keep track of the stacks next to Caps. It is that 8 number just above his level on the right hand of your screen.
Thank you, Betty.
Ooh.
But so far in this early game,
See if that matters.
Raptor start into blue Gromp for Yike. Meanwhile, we see a full top side clear for Razork. He has his eyes set on the bot side, which already Noah Jun. We were drawn towards the mid lane, but we have to talk about this Ashe Rumble.
We do.
So much power in the bot lane 2 versus 2.
All right, so Volibear goes Raptors into bot side just to be there in case there is going to be a 4th wave dive, which would have happened right now, but there isn't because Razork is just clearing out all of his camps. So he has to double back up to go get red buff right now.
Not the strongest. Once he gets a few levels under his belt, then you'll start to see a little bit more trading. But all the health pots gone in mid lane. Only the biscuits left.
True.
I mean that it's ganking season in the mid lane.
Still playing like they saw him with Hawkshot though, so not really a big deal that they missed the Hawkshot because they weren't going to dive there anyway, and they're still pushing up and playing aggressively.
Really nice again.
See Razork and River.
Especially when Humanoid
Know exactly what's going on.
I think a lot of the time we know Fnatic's success also hinges
Due to the pathing, Yike is a camp behind right now, but it's not really going to matter that much, I don't think.
how good
Jin Zhao just giga farming back at his Krug spawn.
in games that they take over, in games that they can, things like the Orianna here with the Xin Zhao, if they can punish Caps, then you'll find out the answer the hard way.
The wave clear on Caps already. So much control in this lane. Obviously not too significant in terms of any advantages gained for now, as we'd expect, as Razork has his eyes on this bot side of the map.
And they do need to all in this, I think.
But Yike
Can they get Nami?
very
No, he's just covering.
Better cover as
Volibear's
well.
there. Surely they win this, right? Rumble's level 3. Fight! Fight, you cowards!
Yike has done great damage as well. You're right. He gets buffed up as well. Mickey presses the E. So another
What?
chunk taken out. That is a hungry bet. And
You,
Fnatic, their bottom lane
dude, the Rumble support level 3 power spike is huge.
gets the pull back in.
Because that's what you skill. So basically with Rumble support, you're poking with E, then you have W, you have scrap shield. So you're using your W to poke with E more and get the speed boost and kind of run in and out. At level 3, you get your Q.
3v3.
And you can overheat. So like,
About to go to overheat. So he needs to wait a bit as well.
I mean, there's not that many minions here,
As well, you're right.
but they just allow Razork to kind of get bullied out.
So another chunk taken out. That is a hungry bet. And for Fnatic, their bottom lane has to just reserve back under the turret while we go back up to top side. Broken Blade is getting low. He has a full Fury bar though. He just has to Q in the wave, but still scared of Oscarinen, who's got a massive health
I mean,
advantage.
that's a huge wave, and they're even on CS. He's doing a great job in terms of the 1v1. Humanoid winning out on these trades, though.
Caps goes again. Wait,
Whoa,
Singularity's
wait a minute.
out. Wait for the breath of light. Humanoid might dive it. No!
Nice job.
Just presses QW. Caps thought he could.
Lol.
He was waiting for the proc. The Humanoid bides his time.
Volley is very strong in a skirmish like that. He is, but I'm sorry. So is Jin Zhao. Jin Zhao is not as strong in the 1v1 as Volley is, but the aggregate 3 versus 3 at level 3 with Rumble is crazy strong.
The Humanoid. The man is having a great split himself, and he gets a solo kill onto Caps.
That's big. That is massive, Vedius, when we talked about the lane for Aurelion Sol needing a bit of time as we expect the champion itself as well. But opening up the game for Humanoid. Now Shockwave available as well.
But you can't play like a coward in this matchup. Like, you have to play super aggro with Ash Rumble.
Yeah.
Which means that he now doesn't have it to disengage, and Humanoid.
And you just kind of have to flash on him, guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You can't. This is illegal. You can't do this.
Still bot 3.
You have to just try and shit on them.
Erupt here. Jun is about to go
Like, Hans is level 4, I get it, but you gotta go.
great damage as well. You're right. He gets buffed up as well. Mickey presses the E. So another chunk taken out. That is a hungry bet. And for Fnatic, their bottom lane has to just reserve back under the turret while we go back up to top side.
Volley's items. He did get a recall, and yeah, it's possible. He has the Health Crystal Longsword.
In the wave,
But I still think you go.
Oscarinen, who's got a massive health
I mean,
advantage.
that's a huge wave, and they're even on CS. He's doing a great job.
What am I drinking? A Pellegrino seltzer. Blood orange and black raspberry seltzer.
Light, Humanoid might dive it. No! Just presses QW. Caps thought he could. He was waiting for the proc. The
Humanoid. The man is having a great split himself, and he gets a solo kill onto Caps.
That's big. That is massive, Vedius, when we talked about the lane for Aurelion Sol needing a bit of time as we expect the champion itself as well. But opening up the game for Humanoid. Now Shockwave available as well.
I mean, I was very surprised. Caps uses his EQ to aggress,
Yeah.
which means that he now doesn't have it to disengage, and Humanoid recognizing that just bursts him out. Well played. It's a solo kill. Gold, not gonna be
So we have no advantages in the bot side whatsoever. No kill pressure. Everybody has all their sums. What the fuck?
What are the objectives being set up for now? I'm surprised that we haven't seen.
We're all just going to sit here at full HP for the first 6 minutes of this game. Okay.
The greatest of respect. They're aware of how volatile this bot lane can be, and they're respecting it. Humanoid shockwave.
Oh, it's big damage as well. I mean, Caps, the sky's going to fall, but Humanoid flushes out of the way.
They're aware of how volatile this bot lane can be, and they're respecting it. Humanoid shockwave.
Oh, it's big damage as well. I mean, Caps, the sky's going to fall, but Humanoid flushes out of the way, but here's Retro.
Good flash by Yike.
Caps has a bit of help from Yike, and now the score's settled.
Now, Humanoid knew that he would be able to do more damage. He saw an opportunity for another solo kill, but Yike slightly adjusts his pathing.
Yeah, pretty greedy by Humanoid there, but especially considering he didn't have the backup and he didn't know where Yike was.
Even once more.
But Yike, very good decision making to flash in so quickly.
Razork knows he can't get anything.
Not going to be too greedy.
Not gonna force it. Alright, but hang on, Yike has been left alone here. A bit of trading between the bot lane is nice.
Yes, yes, destroy them.
Jun can kill him. Jun can kill him.
Yes.
He flashes out of the way.
Yes.
He didn't know if he
Yes.
did the job. Yes, he does. Even with the flash away, Jun now going to be traded off, but the Sky is descending in a different way this time. It's lightning from Yike to bide time as Razok jumps in. 1, 2, and 3, but onto Mickey X instead. The range there from Noah, good damage, but still there. Mickey playing so aggro on the Nami, man. That guy is not becoming tuner anytime soon.
I just don't understand why we couldn't do this previously. Like, nobody should have sums in bot, and now Razork should just camp bot side.
He may have just walked out of range. Would have been a 1-for-1. And ultimately it is, thanks to Mickey being able to get that kill back. But Noah picking up that initial kill is going to give him a slight advantage in the 2v2. A lot more action happening around this bot side. We look back at it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why they didn't do this earlier.
A nice trade initially from Hansa. Look at this chunk he gets onto Jun, but immediately they turn it back. Nice cleanse.
The overheat just does so much damage. Flash forward.
Slow from Noah. Noah picked.
I mean, it's just awkward, though, because Volibear is doing the Drake, and they have no idea where he is. I mean, Fnatic just playing like they're playing so disrespectfully around the fact that you have no knowledge of the jungler.
But then with the arrival of Razork, they know that they don't have the damage to win out on it. The only reason why there's an opportunity is because he takes that initial tower shot, and then he takes a second one. Mickey then uses his E to apply a couple slows. A nice dodge from Razork, knowing that the thunderstorm falling from the sky would have been enough to kill him.
Good night, Pokemaster Cam.
12.5 to 12.5, 8 minutes into the game. Dead even between the two teams. Dragon still
This is vegan gameplay. It is, surely.
on the field.
But Arrow now up. Arrow is available. A tool we all know too well through League of Legends. Engage from G2 starts us off. Sky Splitter again. Yike is not taking any damage. Razok turns around. That arrow flies. Available. A tool we all know too well through
Okay, Noah has ult.
League of Legends.
Ult, Noah. Ult.
Sky Splitter again. Yike is not taking any damage. Razok
No! Just ult earlier.
onto Mickey, but they can't get the job done. Yike zones out.
But also, why are they doing this? They literally watch Aurelion Sol at the turret. How do they not have priority? Humanoid doesn't walk down.
Available.
They see, oh my god, they see Yike with Hawkshot,
Tool we all know too well.
and then they just walk in here, get bubbled.
G2 starts us off.
Noah holds arrow. Remember, arrow stun depends on distance of travel.
That arrow flies in onto
How does Caps get here first, man?
Yike zones out Noah, and Jun is just in no man's land. Overheats, tries to get
Nice bubble. Mickey had some good bubbles there.
It's falling again, though, in the meantime. And G2 bide their time. But just in no man's land. From G2 starts us off. Sky Splitter again. Yike is not taking any
Also, Razork he doesn't have ult, and Yike does.
tool we all know.
So we're pushing up here. We have Hawkshot. We see. So here's the information that Fnatic have. They see Yike is 6 with Hawkshot. This guy's not 6. Humanoid doesn't move, even though they know a level 6 Volibear is there.
Too well.
Then we get hit by Bubble. Then we get stunned.
Starts us off. Sky
Then we get W'd.
Yike is not taking any damage. Razok turns
And Yike can just ult right on top of Noah. Gets a huge chunk of damage out.
Yike zones out Noah, and Jun is just in
And Caps just flies over. What's Orianna doing? Question mark ping? Question mark ping? Question mark ping? Hey guys, A Soul.
tries to get Mickey.
MIA.
Not the sky. It's falling again, though, in the meantime.
Hey, what the fuck is they have all the information. Fnatic knows everything.
And the early game is quickly.
How does Caps get there faster?
3 kills. This
I mean, I know he's Aurelion Sol and can just fly and shit, but like, humanoid, buddy, come on, you gotta go.
And it seems to be a bit of a mixed target focus. When we get a replay, we can properly break it down. But G2 find themselves a lead. They won't go for the objective. They won't overstay. And instead, they'll look to reset.
Humanoid shouldn't move. Yeah, Humanoid has pressure there, but he's got to move if the call is to go in, guys. It was a split call. It was a split call. You know, they went in. They knew Yike was 6. You don't have to force that play at all, guys. You don't have to force that play. The call should be to push up and to double back on drag. Like, in my opinion, you actually just use pressure here, clear vision, right? Use pressure here. Have Razork hit 6. Have him get some XP from the bot wave. Push it in. This is pushed in. Then everybody comes and has a nice dragon party once your Xin Zhao is 6.
Jungle gang, we look back at this. You talked about
You have the information, but he literally wastes flash, takes half his HP bar.
Damage has already been done. The press the attack comes through. They tried to kill out Mickey, but they don't quite have the damage. A nice ulti from
Mickey
Rick
plays as well, though. Look at this.
Jun tries to get something back.
Second bubble. So sexy.
Live bottom left, Caps just got a kill.
Oh, you did?
Caps just got another kill. Humanoid just got nuked.
Forces Noah away.
Whoa.
Jun tries
Up.
to get something back.
Humanoid's dead again.
A nice ulti from Yike forces Noah away.
Whoa.
Jun, Mickey, Yike, but the initial damage is already.
See what happened here.
The attack comes through. They
Oh, he just flies at him with Nami buffs.
have the damage. A nice ulti from Yike forces Noah away.
Whoa.
Jun tries to get something
Lol.
back.
We just live bottom left, Caps just got a kill.
Oh, you did?
Caps just got another kill. Humanoid just got nuked by a fish and a dragon that's about 1,000 years old. Third kill for this Aurelion Soul. I am officially concerned for Fnatic to verse this guy.
Yeah, that one definitely caught me off guard.
All right, guys. Nothing bad happens when Aurelion Soul gets 3 kills in 10 minutes, right?
As you rightly said, with 3 kills, the Rylai's finished. We've been seeing this more from Aurelion Souls, picking up that early utility, making it easier to fully stack that Stardust from the queue. Gives you so much extra damage, makes your trading in lane that much stronger. I will say, again, probably the most aggressive Aurelion Soul I have ever seen.
I know. We just came off watching Vitality's early game. And then we watched G2 here as Yike is just soloing out the dragon. And Caps is playing like, I mean, like he's the Renekton. How nice is it watching Singularity as the stacks build up? For Caps, it is still a falling star, by the way.
Nice. We are going to get a replay.
So,
Never mind,
because what's happening? It's another
He didn't turn off tower?
everyone is just
Doesn't matter.
on the clouds. Yike though might die, getting burnt down by Jun. Close to dying, but gives the kill over to Humanoid. He TP'd for that, so it's a nice.
It's all right.
trade. Well, again,
It's all right. You trade 1 for 1. You get their TP. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's not terrible.
Snapping, looking at top. Broken Blade does have his ultimate available.
And Flash too as well. Look at the minion wave. He should be able to queue through as Razork thinks about it a second time. Not tanking up the turret because Razork didn't hit him. And well spotted. Just paying respect to Broken Blade after the ult's been pulled out.
Yeah, and this will make the laning a little bit easier for Oscar. Reminder, we literally just saw this matchup from Photon. We know how strong the Aatrox can get later on into the game.
I hate this champion. I mean, look, it's great. It's satisfying.
Imagine that big black hole is like Aurelion Soul's stomach as he just gobbles up all the minions for food.
I can see that, yeah.
And then he mushes it down with his breath and then swallows it all up. It's like a tasty soup, a minion soup.
You've been watching Attack on Titan or something, haven't you?
No, I haven't, but, that's a dark comparison.
Well, the minions are people too, Venius. I don't know what you're insinuating. That's not very nice. Are we doing this thing in the top lane again? Our observers seem to think so. They just like seeing top laners fight, and so do we all. But I want to know what's happening bot because it's a bit of an encroachment into the enemy jungle. It's set up from Hansama on the bot side wave.
I mean, let's take a look at Hansama. 700 gold is his lead. A bot lane that we were expecting to have the advantage just as a result of a few skirmishes not quite going the way of Fnatic have now meant that Hansama ties with Caps at the top of the table in terms of gold. They must be feeling very strong right now. Level 8 for the Lucian secured. Static Shiv finished as well. Dragon has been secured. Oh, Shockwave. Caps should be able to glide on out away to safety. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
What a stupid champion. I hate this champion so much. Aurelion Soul, he's so boring.
But that's not what inspires me.
Okay.
He's so boring.
Actually a good thing because it might be a bit...
Attack on Titan and dragons are not similar topics.
No, they're not, but consuming minions are, you know? When you talk about it like that, going into the belly, that's all I think. TP going to be burned by Caps, by the way. Good.
Do you think there will ever be a Western team that wins Worlds? No.
Going into the enemy jungle, where Yike now spots out Razork.
Look at that burst damage.
Yuck. Also,
He stands his ground.
Sky Descend, excuse me.
Fnatic already did. No, they didn't. That wasn't Worlds.
Up and available. So a much bigger role for Caps.
They didn't win a Worlds.
I have to remind
They won a DreamHack.
passive stats it is.
It's 75 each time you have your ult, as in the first time, to pick up Sky's Descent.
Right.
So
yes.
every 75 Stardust called the next one to transform into the Sky's Descent. Dominus in the meantime, though. Let's watch this. Colder Meat comes through. Dunk flashed away from.
That does surprise me. Broken Blade, I think, showing a little too much respect there, but here comes Caps.
Okay, Astral Flight comes through, and remember that ult there. Will he need it? Maybe in the end, no. He just breathes hot fire again.
Broken Blade, I think, showing a little too much respect there, but here comes Caps.
Okay, Astral Flight.
I think he was showing respect because he knew Caps was already on the roam. Because Caps is actually already moving. So he knows the wave is going to push in and they have a guaranteed kill here with Aurelion Soul. So there's no reason for him to take the chance of dying. Because, yeah, he just re-dives here. Yeah, it's fine. He gets his flash too.
He just doesn't slow down.
I mean, the Dragon's gliding around the map right now. We saw him make a roam bot. He roams top as well.
But if you watch, Caps is already en route by the time he flashes. So the call was already made. Caps had already communicated that he was coming top, so makes sense that you don't take that trade. If you can then parlay it into a guaranteed kill.
Using the pressure. Mickey X and Han Sama not disappointing here as G2, their early game is all about action. Now that action moves to the top side. Herald with a 2k gold lead.
I can't believe how passive this Rumble Ash lane has been. It's so egregious.
Way too early for that.
What the fuck was the point of taking this?
Really anymore, is it?
Like, the thing about Rumble Ash, guys, is you have to actually play around your power spike. So first off, you're extremely strong in the laning phase. And second off, like, how are we giving up all the objectives to G2? How are we giving up everything? Right? Because nobody got grubs. You gave up first Drake. When you have Rumble ult and Ash ult in your bot lane, you should... And they're playing Aurelion Soul in mid lane. Yeah, you just... Look at that. That's how you do it.
Get the big shutdown. Shockwave brings Broken Blade back in as well as Fnatic. Have Razork for backup. A good punish. G2 overconfident. And Fnatic snap them back to reality.
That just goes to show the damage of this Rumble support. Well played by
Imagine actually using the damage of this Rumble support. But it's okay. We'll give up Herald too, and then we'll just lose all our towers in mid lane.
But Oscar pushing in top. The awareness from both teams. It's always about trading other things on the map. Second tower secured for G2 in mid lane, but Fnatic should be able to get one both top and bot in exchange. So overall, an equal trade in towers. The gold still in G2's favor. But it just goes to show that Cap sometimes getting a little overzealous with this Aurelion Soul.
True.
And Humanoid poised to try and answer. You look at that goal difference now between the mid laners, non-existent.
Because the shutdown was given over to Noah too. I mean, a great carry to give it over, especially when we're going to be expecting the DPS mainly to be coming out of this guy. 2 items almost acquired, caught up a bit to Han Sama, who had a bit of a lead due to the CS and the pressure in lane that we saw from G2 in the early game. Now only 500 in the lead, or 400 I should say, is Han Sama. So it's a recovery for Fnatic. We're now onto the Dragon. It looks like this recovery wants to extend into G2's denial of stacking up this early game objective.
Razork realizes he's not in a great position.
Caps is there again.
But he wants to keep the aggro. Aatrox has made his way over. Here comes Broken Blade too. No flashes for the top lane as the Dragon 50%.
Broken Blade with Dominus though. When is he going to make his move? Oscar in and on the side, thinking the same thing. 4v4 in the river. Broken Blade now shows Singularity, zones them out. Dragon at 2k as the top laners battle it out on the side. Ignore that for the time being because Razork thinking about the steal, jumps on in, looks at the charge, smite down, and it goes over to Fnatic.
I can't believe he gets that. Why is the equalizer coming out now?
Play with Dominus though. When is he going to make his move? Oscar in and on the side.
Why are we not using arrow and equalizer to engage?
Zones them out. Dragon at 2.
Ball here, guys. Let me help you. Ball onto Razork. Razork go in. Equalizer. Arrow. Like, what are we? Why are we fucking around here? Why are we fucking around? Mickey X just gets the tidal wave for free to try and secure Drake. And by the way, the only reason they get this, guys, the only reason Fnatic gets this, Yike has 900 spite, Razork has 1200. It's at 1200. Right? It's the only reason they get the Drake. And he almost loses it because it was at 903 HP. Oh, my lord. This is not how you play this composition. Ban support players from Mobile except life. I don't know. Barrel was all right. Ban Busio from League of Legends after that finals performance, though. This is good from G2. This is good. Look at this timing. Tidal wave. Culling. They're doing... Breath of Light. They're doing this to secure the Drake. Now, they don't get it,
To get him out.
but the reason they don't get it is just because of a smite damage diff.
Nice ulti, but he's still able to secure the objective. Caps comes over. A good flash from Razork is enough to get him away to safety. As G2 now turn their attention onto Oscar, who is trying to create pressure on the Frank. He did a good job.
Oh, wow.
Hans.
No one might be dead. Culling not there. Was used before, I believe.
Now that is what we like to see.
That solution, I mean,
That is actually how you play Lucian properly right there.
Noah forced to flash away. Nicely done by Hans, showing us what this champion can do in the right hands. That could be devastating for Noah as we get closer to these upcoming team fights, but obviously everyone taking a breather for the time being. No objectives on the map ready to play for. You're looking at these outer towers to potentially unlock, giving you more space to contest for that deep vision. G2 actually investing on the top side. They want to go and catch that wave. Hansama, ideally they want to keep around the mid lane, but with no wave to fight for now, they're just working with their jungler to clear out this vision. They're going to send the Renekton down bot. These side towers are very annoying for G2.
Yeah.
Even though they've opened up mid, notice what Fnatic is doing is they push out bot, push out top, and they collapse mid now with 5. Now they can really start to threaten this mid tier 1.
And their wave clear's not here. The biggest part, the Aurelion Soul with singularity is not there. Trying to
the
zone out
culling,
with
though.
Mickey. As you said, culling might have to be used, but they hold on for the time being, and Fnatic don't get the push, but they get a bit of chip damage down on mid as they continue trying to open
And
up.
Broken Blade's too hesitant now because in that window, Fnatic, they put a bit of pressure onto the mid tower, get a bit of chip damage, and then Fnatic retreats.
Hail of Blades, but not going lethality. You go Hail of Blades because it in theory bullies your lane, but he didn't bully his lane, so
And
it's just
unfortunately
poop.
for G2, there's nothing that they can really do.
I mean, he played the lane badly.
Mid lane pushing this out, but the objective for
Hail of
them
Blades is very strong in the early levels, which is why you get it, but they didn't actually do any real engages.
waves, play relatively safe. It's just Noah who's really the victim of objective for them to really be fighting over right now. So Fnatic's pretty happy with this state of affairs. Gives them the ability to keep catching these waves, play relatively safe. It's just Noah who's really the victim of guys, I'm in danger, because he doesn't know what's lying in wait, and so he has to be escorted by his team to make sure that he knows it's safe to approach the wave.
Well, as we gear up, Baron in 30 seconds, just a quick reminder, set up there for vision right now is Fnatic across a very humble line. Mickey not getting caught out, maybe he is. Arrow comes through, hits Hansama anyway. He's got cleanse, but he doesn't pop it. He doesn't pop it. Hansama didn't want to Fnatic across a very humble line. Mickey not getting caught out, maybe he is. Arrow comes through, hits Hansama anyway. He's got cleanse, but he doesn't pop it. He doesn't pop it. Hansama didn't want to cleanse. He flashes in the end. Yike has the flashes. Mickey not getting caught
Doesn't really matter because they don't actually, they dump everything, including Ashult and Jinjul onto Hans. And Broken Blade able to TP faster. So he just gets right in onto Humanoid, then can zone out Oscarinen. And Hansama can still use Culling and participate in this fight. Actually gets a huge amount of damage along with Breath of Light onto Oscarinen. And now... Okay, that was maybe a bit too far. Man, Han's really playing with fire here. Woo! W? Nope. Nice job by Broken Blade.
It's an ace for G2 as they wipe Fnatic off the map.
Mickey's Nami's been good.
Now is G2, Fnatic across a very humble line. Mickey not getting caught out, maybe he is. Arrow comes through, hits Hans.
They also have no equalizer now. Hits his ult. And he hits his ult straight into Bubble, straight into Volibear ult. That's a great combo. That fucks up Humanoid so badly. Humanoid doesn't even get a chance to ult in that fight.
Hans doesn't want to walk back in. Caps does though. The astral flight from the dragon. He spins the wheel, turns around, but it's into Oscarinen. Broken Blade flight.
It's an A2-man bubble. That's the go signal. They catch him out of position. They force his flash. A nice arrow.
Yeah, this prevented the follow-up onto the arrow, too. So now they have no equalizer, no Jinjao ult, no arrow. And then they just get absolutely wrecked by Volibear ult and Aurelion Soul. And Cap's still finding ways to be kind of relevant. gets a little bit of calling damage in there.
Slow down Broken Blade, but then the reset comes through. Caps is not afraid. Nice use of the Rylai's, chasing down their opposition. Razork with no fear goes back in, allows Oscar to get a kill back. Another good bubble comes out from Mickey.
Nice flash from Broken Blade.
From Broken Blade to dodge out from that kill. But now Noah has no one left to hide behind, and he loses his life.
They expect Yike as we come back to live is in this pit, but as
So he...
Caps flying in from nowhere again, the singularity running through, Caps in the middle of 3 people. The arrow will fly and try and get the punishes. Razork is still on top of him, but everyone is helping the big
Jesus.
dragon.
Well, he killed Caps, I guess, but they all die for it.
Every time Caps dies, you gotta look at Broken Blade. He stands strong, he carries the rest of the fight with Han Summer. And G2, the multiple windows just keep opening up.
This Renekton is just doing so much work in the fights. Broken Blade is popping off. This year, when the pressure is on, this man has been stepping up and he's doing it once again against Fnatic.
People really love to shit on Broken Blade, guys, but he's been pretty good. Very versatile top laner. I don't really understand the narratives, too, around Broken Blade not doing well internationally. Because at MSI last year, he was great. And he looked like ultra shit going into MSI last year. He looked terrible, and he performed really well at MSI.
It was an obnoxious item that many mid laners used to buy. And on Aurelion Sol, it just makes getting away from him so tricky. But now that the dragon is alive, it's Fnatic, first to the river. Oscar has abandoned the bot wave and instead chosen to move in with his team.
Oscar's angle hasn't been spotted.
They don't
he
know.
Snuck in, but again, they're kind of suspecting it. Broken Blade playing coy until the culling comes out, and Oscar's just dead. And once again, let the
Oh my god, the Aurelion ult. Oh my god, the re-engage. Caps just casually flying by, melting everybody.
And G2 are all class in this first game.
Alright, well, it was fun while it lasted.
Beautiful culling from Ant. But look at this ultimate. It connects to 3.
The ult into the volley barrel. By the way, he just casually sideswipes Razork, then ults in onto Humanoid, hits him with his Q. Jesus.
As the rest of G2 clean up the fight.
They make the planets align, and so perfectly did G2 see their vision of a 1 game, a 10k gold lead. How do you come back from this as Fnatic? There's been so many good plays.
God, this is such a pathetic game from Fnatic, honestly. Like, I don't understand why you would draft this composition and then play it this way. So garbage. Like, please never play Ash Rumble again. You guys don't know what you're doing. Ah, yes. Q heal. Oh, he's got Steric's Gauge. Just wait, just wait, just wait. Ah, yeah. Just, let's get in there again. Flash in. Get a Q heal. Sleeve. It's fine. Well. Lol. I love lifesteal tanks. It's not as bad as Gore Drinker.
10, 4, and 13.
Yikes. Well, another big G2 win, as expected. Let's get the final game of today, guys.
For me, the shining sort of point for Fnatic in this game 1 was Humanoid, right? So I would really love to see somehow in draft, but basically actually of annoying counter.
The sore point was Humanoid? Dude, Noah and June did fucking nothing with Rumble Ash. Like, fucking do something. All right, Volibear first. Volibear priority. All right, Noah was a pretty good Zeri player back when it was meta. And we're going to take the Jax. Jax was banned out last game. They're still banning out Callista and Draven. So instead, no Rek'Sai ban. That'll be Rek'Sai in the top lane for Broken Blade. Could be a Jax jungle for Razork. That is going to be a flex pick. No, it's not. They're playing Olaf. It's a jungle Jax, and they are playing Olaf, so they're hiding their support pick? I mean, the Olaf doesn't have the most value here, I feel, because they haven't, like, picked a Varus or a Talia or anything like that. Jinx, a bit of a risk here. Olaf could run Jinx down unless Jinx is excited. All right, Jinx Thresh. That's an old classic.
And Mickey's Thresh, I miss this.
Yeah, if you're the land and one of the best stars in Caps at some point, but to me...
Now, the problem here for G2 is that how do they, I actually don't like this con from G2. How do you kill Corki late game? Who is supposed to kill Corki? Or from Fnatic, or from G2, right? So who is supposed to kill Corki? Who is supposed to kill Zeri? You have no targeted CC. Like, you're not going to land a Thresh hook on Zeri late game. Maybe you can get a Volibear Q, but Rek'Sai's not going to do shit. Like, and Humanoid has been a good Corki player. If Humanoid gets ahead on this Corki, or can scale into the late game, I think Fnatic's composition is very, very scary. Thresh Lantern counters Olaf. That is a good point. That is a good point. I like that point. So you can just hang back with Thresh until Olaf is done ulting and pull whoever needs safety to Lantern. But, I mean, look, I still think that you can't kill Corki. You know, the poke is going to be absolutely crazy, but, you know, the Rek'Sai should win the laning phase.
Now Fnatic fans need to do the same. Broken Blades Rek'Sai. Seeing that again, Oscar in on something that has a bit more carry potential that can fall flat as well. We have to see how it does in the lane. How you doing? You alright?
Alright, mate.
Good.
My hand is warm.
Oh yeah. There is a tissue around it right now. I don't think that's just warm. I think that might be a bit burnt. So
we'll be fine. Let's have a look at this early game. Always got to keep track of early jungle pathing.
True.
There's a lot of the game. You can never really be too sure when it comes to these two teams. Fnatic
Okay, quick invade here's poking in. June gonna drop a ward, Faker ward onto the Raptors. Keep track of Yike.
Good into the Rek'Sai.
Yep.
But crucially, the fact that you can avoid getting knocked up once you get that ultimate is
Okay, bot side buff starts for Razork and Yike.
I do expect this Olaf to be able to have a little bit more priority in the early laning phase. Already a couple trades towards the bot side of the map.
Good ones at that as well. From Mickey X on something that, again, they were talking about on desk is coming back in a way as well. It's nice to see Thresh a lot more playmaking.
Corki's just not gonna have any threat in the late game though. That has to be a little bit scary if you're G2. Like, Cap's really gonna have to dive onto this Corki most likely in order to get a kill onto him. But the Corki should be able just to free fire with rockets, one would think.
Frustrating. Yep. As the game goes on, because the healing is just so much.
Yeah, it's so much in the early game, especially because Oscar, he's not going to have the amount of sustain that he needs, but he does have a lot of trading power thanks to his Q. Yike, though, making a beeline towards top lane.
Yike with the insane gank, by the way. He literally just forgoes all of his camps on the top side. Walks from, he goes red, Krugs, Raptors. And you can see they're trying to track this because they're concerned. So they have another ward down, but he doesn't show on blue. And then he's just going to walk topside. Yeah, he has to flash immediately. He has to ghost. Doesn't matter. He's dead. Jesus. I mean, Yike doesn't even have to flash, so he can come back and do this again. He faked going bot using Fnatic's ward. Yep, he does. He fakes going bot. But why? Here's the thing, guys. Why would he be going bot right there? They know he's not at blue. Why would he be going bot? The timing would have been he already did Krugs, so they should know that he's not actually going bot there. Because they know he wasn't on Gromp and he wasn't at blue buff, so he wouldn't have pathed like this and then going bot side. He does fake it. That's a good point. He does fake it. But realistically, like, they should know because of this ward that he's cleared this. They just don't expect him to come all the way. They think he's on Wolves, I bet. And they saw he has red, yeah. There's no way they thought he was going bot. Unless they thought he was covering, but I don't know. It is a minorly clever gank here from Yike. Oscarden obviously doesn't expect it or respect it. Probably shouldn't have used either of his summoners.
Slide over to Yike and G2 again. The early game is in.
Nice adaptation on the pathing there from Yike. The comms come through from
I'm watching for the first time and analyzing Gabolin.
He sets it up nicely. Flash for the
We can do both of those things simultaneously.
Jun making his way towards mid.
Mickey stops
Yeah, they might have been thinking he's going for a mid gank.
here. Jun can make a play of his
So it was tricky that he walked all the way across the map.
hovers over the wall into Fogabore in the meantime. Well, Razork now on top side, but not much he can do here. Broken Blade back in the lane. I just want to see where the minion wave's at. Yeah, in a very good spot for Broken Blade here. It's just slowly cracking.
Now wave is frozen. That's annoying. Razork has to come help him get rid of this. He's got to provide some pressure. He's going to cover a little bit so the freeze breaks.
The bog crab is also up. Bot wave being pushed in by Noah. Broken Blade still looking for a few trades. This wave is in a pretty good spot though. Still has the TP available, which is such a nice position for him to be in. Are they really going to try and dive this? I think Rek'Sai's
No.
a difficult champion to dive.
This is actually one of, I think, the underrated parts of top lane Rek'Sai is that you can safely tank a lot of minion aggro to freeze.
Razork comes in. Broken Blade, remember.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, no, he doesn't hit the stun.
I've seen this tunnel story before. Ganking Broken Blade, a fool's errand. I'm pretty concerned.
Oh, God. And then he cancels his recall. It's so annoying.
Broken Blade able
He can do it again, too, maybe.
what was a pretty dangerous situation.
So you can tank a lot of that minion aggro, get a couple autos in, unburrow, and then heal back up.
Of the map.
Could enable something. Hey, knockups there. Razork comes in. Broken Blade, remember.
He did get minion blocked. He got minion blocked right there.
Doesn't get the stun. Broken Blade gets out of range, and I've seen
He got minion blocked.
before. Ganking Broken Blade, a fool's errand. I'm pretty concerned. No flash and
Not sure he would have actually gotten hit by that anyway. Even if he didn't get... It was like right on the edge, right?
could enable something.
Because he's playing forward.
Razork comes in. Broken Blade, remember. No
I'm not sure he would have gotten hit by that anyway. It was close.
Blade gets out of range, and I've seen this
It was close.
before. Ganking Broken Blade, a fool's errand. I'm pretty concerned.
Broken Blade able to get away from what was a pretty dangerous situation. Very clutch play, Fnatic, but ultimately a lot of time wasted now. They have their eyes on the bot side of the map. We see Broken Blade going for a trade against Oscar once
He
again.
does damage. It's getting risky here, though. I mean, Oscar in and Sun to do damage himself. For BB, as he walks forward, I mean, that top lane...
Broken Blade hasn't recalled yet, though.
Talked about G2's bot. Razork now comes in, but over Yike, I mean...
He's going to go back, get bombies.
From G2, Razork going in early. His E is not going to get the stun up. Yike, I mean, that top lane is where our eyes are, but we haven't talked about G2's bot. Razork now comes in, but over Yike, I mean...
Oh, boy. He gets hooked. That's a good hook. Mickey playing on point today, man.
He's going to get the kill. Nora and Jun can't add too much. Razork now risky here, though.
That is a nasty hook onto Razork.
BB, as he walks forward, I mean, that
And Yike doing a little bit of counter jungling because he knows Razork has to farm in order to be effective. And I mean, he just pops in there.
walks forward. I mean, that top lane is where our eyes are.
Razork actually just leap strikes over, right? Gets the pink ward in, leap strikes over. But he immediately just gets stun locked because he gets hit by Q. And there's the Volibear. He doesn't hit him because he gets pulled out by the hook. But the hook is good enough, and Yike just sidesteps the counter strike and then kills him.
Too much here. As Han's
Oof.
and now we step away
Yeah, you're just not going to win that one on the bot side
side of the map. But now
when you're pushed in like that. The Volibear is just so strong in those 1v1s.
Expecting aggression in the early game. I was expecting a slow, more passive,
that's
farm-orientated
what the comp
approach.
says, doesn't it?
But Yike
Comes back in. He's going to get the kill. Nora and Jun can't add too much here. As Han's
BB recall stop carried this fight. Dubby. That's funny. Yeah, he did actually get delayed on that recall by the Prey Seeker.
bottom side of the map is
And so he couldn't. I mean,
wasn't
it wasn't going to be a good fight for him to take regardless. I mean, his flash was down. Yike's flash is up. They were pushed in.
not interested. He's
But,
looking for a fight.
yeah,
And
it's
he
funny
will
that
happen
he got
right
delayed by that.
there is exactly where you want to be. A champion that has so much power in the early levels is doing work for G2.
I will say after that gank, after Hans Sama helped out with the kill,
Couldn't
they did
Jax double stun Hans and Mickey there? No, he was...
BB. He's not going to get the stun up. Yike coming. That top lane is where our eyes are, but we haven't talked about G2's bot.
Let's see.
Razork now comes in, but over Yike, I mean, everyone's here from G2. Razork going in early.
No, because they both have flash up. If he gets close to them, they just flash out. I think. Could have gotten their flashes, though. Could have gotten Hans's flash, maybe. It's a good play by Mickey, though. He also flashes lanterns to get Hans out without having to flash.
I wasn't expecting aggression in the early game. I was expecting a slow, more passive, farm-oriented approach. But Yike is not interested. He's looking for a fight.
You have to play aggressive on the Volibear early because he is not great in the late game. So you need to get advantages early on. If you just have a farm fiesta, then like the Jax is obviously going to do a lot better. So you do need to have some level of proactivity.
Isn't able to capitalize too much on that, but instead as the wave crashes through, we'll just have to see how it equalizes in the CS score. Because of it though, Yike, with the reset coming through from Fnatic's bottom lane, will now start off the Dragon. Looks like he'll take it as well, because you look at the minimap, ladies and gentlemen, Razork is mid, nothing to speak of there as level 6 versus level 5, Broken Blade has the danger button to go onto Oscar Rinnan. He's not 6 yet. This could be a solo kill with level advantage.
No, you can't kill him. He's too high HP.
How close is he to 6? How close? It ain't there just yet. And the next one now, Broken Blade, feels like he loses a lot of his chance.
Besides, he doesn't actually have to kill this Olaf, I don't think.
Still risky there for Oscar Rinnan. Undertow follows through, slowed down again. Prey Seeker, back and forth. Tunnel now used. Oscar Rinnan goes over it, picks up the Undertow again. I love how observers are just stuck up here, but now that he's level 6, Broken Blade, your goes into the Void Rush, but as he comes
what? So the reason why he's waiting to make this play is because he doesn't know where Jax is, and Yike is not up on his side of the map yet, but he definitely gets a little bit too confident here. Jesus Christ. I mean, you don't do enough damage as Rek'Sai at this point in time. Broken Blade forgot that XP exists, yeah, in the wave, so Oscar Rinnan just hits 6. Yeah. Where did this Rek'Sai top start? Well, technically G2 started it in pro play. Who figured it out? It was probably somebody in like Chinese or Korean solo queue. Medic says Korean solo queue. Not a surprise.
Auto attackers just have so much advantage. Yeah. Olaf plus the Jax really making it work. Fnatic bounce back, equalize the kills, equalize the gold, and we find ourselves in a similar state of a slight gold lead in the top lane for now. Getting a plate back will definitely help Broken Blade in that regard. Oh, wow, well played to Razork, being in the right place, right time this time round, able to get the better of Yike in the small skirmish. That's what we needed to see, right? With the Olaf top, we know if it doesn't find itself in the early game, it doesn't find some kind of...
Every time a champ has good sustain, they go straight to top. Of course they do. Because sustain wins top lane, especially with the new map architecture where it's so hard to gank. Sustain is king in the top side. What is good about Rek'Sai top? She heals at level 1. Her W at max fury heals for 12% of her health, and it only goes up based on levels from there. And it's her level, so by level 16, she heals for 20% of her HP. So basically, you just unburrow and hit people with Q or minions with Q, and then you get, 12% of your max HP back. So it's an uninteractive lane in general. Plus, you have extreme escapability. You can set up these tunnels in the top side, so it's very hard to kill you. Very hard to gank you. Look, he's just going to gain all his HP back. If you need to, you can just create another tunnel as you need. And then it's also the build. So the build is like Sunfire. It's Sunfire, Spirit Visage, Sterix. So you end up, because of Spirit Visage, getting huge extra amounts of healing. And when you have 4,000 HP with Spirit Visage, you end up healing like 1,000 HP every time you burrow if you have Max Fury. And then you also get a huger Sterix shield from Spirit Visage as well. So it's like the 3-item combination is just so fucking good on Rek'Sai too. It's the itemization that makes it really good. Because you just don't die in skirmishes in the mid and late game. Dude, Mickey is really the hero of these games. Fucking playing so well. Hansama just miniguns Noah to death here. Like, he's trying to get there, but they get a lot of upfront damage onto Jun, and then there is a flash. He gets autoed by the Nautilus, but he flashes, Caps flashes out of it. Mickey is providing so much interference here. Noah comes in, but he has no help, and Hansama just goes minigun and just lethal tempos him. Noah missed so many Qs this fight. Let's see. I wasn't watching that. Yep, well, there's 2, 3. He missed 3 or 4, yeah. Hansama's a god. He missed no autos.
So similar to what we saw in game 1. Dead even, constant scrapping. But then G2 just finds a huge fight on the bot side of the map.
Hansama missed 0 minigun autos.
A hook connects on the Jun. He gets chunked out right from the start of the fight. Good damage from Yike. They try to lock down Caps. He flashes away. Razork chains CC with a good ultimate response from Yike. Dives onto the backline. But look at Noah here. He puts himself on the front line of
Those are some very bad Qs.
He keeps missing the Qs. He does finally get the kill.
That's funny.
He gets the reset, gets himself a double.
But I don't think he wins even if he hits those Qs, guys. He literally is just getting minigunned by a lethal tempo Jinx in his face. I don't understand why he couldn't have been this aggro last game. Why is he aggro on Zeri but passive on Ashe Rumble? Why is he like this? Why is this the game he's aggro?
I'm just looking across the board. I see first item in the Sundered Sky for Yike. We've also got, I was going to say Wits End, that is not correct. Nash has picked up by Caps. Hansama with Zeus' Lightning Bolt as well. That's also there. So with the Static Shiv, a lot of damage now for this next dragon for G2 to contest.
The good news for Fnatic is that their comp still scales very well, even though they find themselves at a deficit. I mean, against Volibear, you expect to struggle in the early skirmishes. I will say, probably not to this extent. This is not the ideal situation Fnatic want to find themselves in. It comes down to how well G2 can accelerate this game. If you're a G2 fan, though, you have to be ecstatic about seeing them find these leads in the early game.
True, that's what we said.
Probably the biggest point of criticism that they've had this year.
Yep.
And we heard Broxer talking about it on the desk where he said, they're going for more of these drafts where they just have more tools in the early game to be able to fight and skirmish, and then always having that scaling insurance. And this game, it is Caps, it is Hansama to be their late game insurance, while Yike is just...
I love Seizure Rift as we get the delightful souls spawning.
This guy's going to make him very strong, and while I do think Jax can be a good pick into the Volibear, at this point, the Volibear just does a lot of damage that you're probably going to want to avoid him for a little while.
I mean, agreed. Especially since, you know, for Yike, he's going to destroy people like Noah.
So can we conclude Fnatic knows how to draft but can't play the drafts correctly? I liked their draft last game. I think their draft this game is also fine. Like, Corki should just be immortal in this composition. Like, he should just never die.
We just talked about, you know, getting the Bam Scepter, maybe the matchup turning around. Oscar and still doesn't feel like he's in control here.
I mean, Broken Blade's using the tunnels very well.
He is.
Every time that
Broken Blade's tunnel usage has been very good in lane in the games that he's played Rek'Sai.
He's got flash knockup. Ulti's down.
That's too much health back, I think. I think it's too dangerous.
Okay.
Oh, it was the Rocky. He was trying to bait him into it.
And then he gets the kill. Yeah.
Oscar, though, fancy feet, dodges away from that one. Next dragon in 3.5 minutes, so that's going to be a ways away. But I'm here. Oh, I say grub.
Yikes here for the dive.
Gonna ignore it, though. Gonna walk over.
I mean, Broken Blade's very close to execute range. You get like 300 damage on him, and then Broken Blade kills him.
To evict you from the residence.
No way he survived.
Oh, he didn't get the Prey Seeker.
Okay, that one fan, very much an Oscar Ridden fan, as
Well.
Yike is now caught in the middle of 3 people. Okay,
Not great.
no way he survives. Wait, yes he.
Right, though, gonna walk over a board. Yeah, Oscar.
Dude, somebody is murdering that girl in the audience.
I'm here to evict you from the residence.
No way he survives. Wait, yes he does. Okay, that one fan, very.
It actually just sounds like a soundboard.
Yike is now caught in the middle of 3 people. Okay, scream louder. The shutdown for humanoid. I guess you should be if Fnatic are getting something back in this game.
Broken Blade thinks that he is sitting in fog, but look at Jun making the pass.
Scream louder. No way.
Well, he needs to ult and take the 1-for-1. Yeah, true.
That one fan, very much an Oscar Ridden fan, as Yike is now caught.
Broken Blade missing his Q. That Broken Blade wanted to get. They were trying to get the kill over to Broken Blade.
Humanoid. I guess
But yeah, giving the shutdown to Humanoid is super bad.
this game.
Broken Blade thinks that he is sitting in fog, but look at Jun making the pass around.
JRab023, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. I will take your Bezos bucks now, everybody.
Heal up, but he can't go underground.
Shower them unto me.
Down humanoid with 2 quick kills on the Corki. Suddenly Fnatic, their mid lane.
It's pretty huge because Corky is, I think, really unkillable.
Smapping plates elsewhere.
Monty, can you go stream stuff? Hell nah.
An overcommitment from G2.
Yeah.
Yike committed his flash to getting the kill on Oscar when I think they should have just been content with zoning him away. Greeting for that kill meant the humanoid could TP in and punish.
Boy.
Ooh.
Nice dash away from the hook. Meanwhile, Broken Blade didn't realize that he was just sitting on a ward, so he also gets collapsed on. Fnatic get 2 kills back, definitely valuable for them, and crucially they go on to
At least follow the stream, guys. It's the least you can do. Are you going to cover KT versus D+? No. I hate those games. I already saw them, too. Because I had to do them for the Monty and Wolf show. Night Shadow 81, thank you for your tier 1 sub. Do you still have beef with Riot? No, I've decided to let go of the fact that there are a bunch of absolute assholes there who intentionally tried to destroy me and my wife and cost me potentially millions of dollars. I've decided to let that go, guys.
It's been a while. Gonna be used again. The Ragnarok to run. Caps now in damage range though. Stormbringer turns off the turret. Oscar runs out of the ulti and Yike runs his life down. Top turret in the meantime. That's a kill. But remember, it's actually not the first turret, ladies and gentlemen. That's the second one. Sorry, third of the game. But it will be more pressure bot. I'm just wondering if this inner turret's going to go down bot side. It's Mickey hovering around. Yike's still here as well. Another death sentence close to Noah's life. But as his throat is clear for the meantime, next wave crashing in and G2 consistently hover around and try and push in
Let's
this
just look at the minimap right now and all these points of pressure that they're creating.
I mean, if it wasn't literally still the same douchebags at Riot, like if it's not the company that I dislike, it's people who are still there. So if all those people left, then there wouldn't be any problem because it's like not the same people, right? The company is not the people. But I also just don't like their corporate culture. I don't like the way they run esports. I don't like them partnering with the Saudi Arabian government. I don't like the fact that they basically are, Tencent is tithed by the Chinese government. So they're indirectly financing the Chinese government at this point in time. Don't like any of it.
Force you to respond to everything, and if you do, they're always getting something back elsewhere on the map. So Fnatic are kind of being run around right now. That goal gap continues to grow. G2 looking for a collapse on the humanoid.
He's got flash available. Where's that Valkyrie coming from? Descendants to get into range with a flash match. Broken Blade's underneath.
Oh no.
That goal gap continues to grow. G2 looking for a collapse on the humanoid.
Dude, they really went for this one.
Descendants to get into range with a flash match. Broken Blade's underneath.
Nice play. Where has the package been this game, guys? I don't think I've seen one yet. We're 16 minutes in.
Took a meaty trade for that as well.
The idea being that Dragon spawns in 10 seconds time. Let's use TP to force them out before Fnatic can set up for the objective. And now even Razok has gone back to base. G2 keep up the pressure.
But Mickey took this fight, but now getting excited, it makes a worthwhile trade. Caps missing the ulti there. No one gets over the wall.
Nice play.
He only uses the package once.
From Caps. Another member falls though. Yike pulls off the 10 seconds.
Deep, it's a 1-for-1. Yike picks up the kill again, but now
Didn't he have the package there, did he?
The whole idea of the mid game of G2, the area that they've spent this entire year improving and hitting onto this bot tower.
I can't see him.
Freedom for Hans on the map. Putting all this vision down.
Turret's gonna go down bot side, it's the kill, but remember, hovering around, Yike still hit.
Well, I'm trying to see if he gets it.
I'm just wondering if this inner turret's gonna go down bot side. It's Mickey.
No.
Hovering around, Yike still.
Let's just look at
He doesn't have it. He pushes out.
hitting onto this bot tower. That then gives freedom for Hans Sommer to go and catch this wave, push it all the way in mid, and basically just create all these points with which entire year.
I mean, he pushes way out.
To focus on. And
He has his guard squad of Nautilus and Jax here.
on the map. So Fnatic are kind of being
And I mean, it's just a very proactive play by G2 to TP for this. I mean, they double TP for this play because they know they can transition it into a Drake attempt right afterwards. And I think they're just trying to prevent him from going back for package here potentially and TPing because his TP's almost up. So I think Humanoid was actually heading back to potentially pick up package to fight at Drake. And G2 makes a very good call just to intercept him with 2 TPs and take Drake before he can get package.
Dragon spawns in 10 seconds time. Let's use TP to force them out before Fnatic can set up for the objective. And now even Razok has gone back to base. G2 keep up the pressure.
But Mickey took this fight, but now getting excited, it makes a worthwhile trade. Caps missing the ulti there. Noah gets over the wall.
Nice play from Noah. Sidesteps the engagement.
They haven't taken Drake yet, though.
Another member falls though. Yike pulls off the dragon. 3 members are alive for Fnatic, and they're keen to still try and fight this Broken Blade. Obviously used his TP in the last exchange. Gonna start making their way back out. I don't think this brawl is over yet.
But Noah has no ultis at half HP coming in. Hunter using Ranger's TP. Flies
Okay, there's Humanoid's TP. He should have package. He does.
starting us off and immune in the backside, but Captain Hans Summer ordering for their life. Humanoid used the package, but doesn't get the kill. The flash away. Hans not gonna burn.
Why is he just package earlier?
Meantime, Caps immune
It's over yet.
But Noah has no ultis at half HP coming in. Hans Summer
Like, I think he should just package immediately.
the quick strikers onto Yike. He's gonna find the stun. Razok starting us off and immune in the backside, but
I think he should just package onto Caps and then turn onto Hansama.
Captain Hans Summer ordering.
I think Humanoid should package onto Caps and then, because if you look at this, the way the fight is developing, right?
Strikers onto Yike. He's gonna find
Razork and Noah are here, right? You have an ulting Olaf who's going to go onto Caps. As soon as Caps flashes, I think you package out, right? He's dead, and then you can actually just prevent, I think, Hansama from doing anything while Razork and Noah come down.
the backside, but Captain Hans Summer
He misses his rocket onto Hansama.
but doesn't get the kill. The flash away. Hans not gonna burn today. Yike died in the meantime, but Caps flies.
Caps just kills him.
Than a dog on a weird carriage. As Noah ulti, no, Broken Blade steals it. A shutdown, and now more to come. Razork low, Hans Summer between him as well. His sap zones out. He doesn't want to get near the fight, but don't worry about it. He says Counter Strike there, but Broken Blade follows through. You get into these team fights, and G2 still managed to find a way.
An incredible.
It's actually crazy that G2 should have gotten punished for this, I think. I mean, I think G2 should get punished for this because they don't actually turn back onto Drake immediately. Like, okay, they get this kill, they're clearing vision, but they don't actually start Drake. They should be completing the play that they started, right? It's a nice hook onto Broken Blade, but your goal was to kill Humanoid, and you know now he can TP in with package, so you just kind of have to go super fast onto the Drake. Instead, you try and get additional pickoffs. It's a split call, right? 2 people are down here. Hansama isn't with this play, so Mickey dies, and they trade 1 for 1. Zeri just goes over the wall, so you miss her with the shuffle. Like, Yike and Hansama were trying to do Drake, and Caps and Mickey X were trying to get another pick. You need to just decide which one of those things you're doing. You can also have Hansama with the pick squad in the jungle, because obviously Volibear could do this Drake himself potentially. But now you just lost any opportunity that you had to do this for free. You just got to focus on the soul. They just don't carry through. The double TP play was intended to prevent Humanoid from TPing in with package. And yeah, you kill him, But you give him a pretty big shutdown.
And now more to come. Razork low, Hansama between him as well. His sap zones out. He doesn't want to get near the fight, but don't worry about it, he says. Counter-strike there, but Broken Blade follows.
I guess they kind of get Drake anyway, right? Surely. Nope. Nobody's actually going to go do the Drake. Jinx Chompers don't stop the package? No. It's unstoppable. Using my first time chat to say that I like Busio, but yes, abysmal finals performance. Yeah. I don't think he was bad all split, guys, but he was giga bad in the finals. I think he got the nerves. It's okay. But he does need to be flamed.
So as G2 move back into the jungle, their goal is to secure the dragon. This is where it gets a little too greedy from G2 because they overcommit trying to get this kill. They see Hansama there, ends up being another 1-for-1. Nice.
Dude, just fucking do the Drake. I can't handle this. This is happy gaming by G2.
And now it's a 3v3, so Yike is forced to pull away from the dragon. It ends up being another brawl after the fact, which G2
trying desperately to kill. They got the Drake anyway, guys. They got it anyway, and they're getting Herald. Jesus. They should not get these things. G2 gets everything for free. It doesn't matter what mistakes G2 makes, guys. They still get everything.
Caps can't get the damage over the wall. Good pick for Fnatic. As I was just saying, they need to start utilizing some of these tools, using Razork at least being one of them.
Problem for Fnatic is that they're just stemming the bleeding right now. Razork has the ultimate.
Yeah, he has to use his ults to get out so he doesn't get knocked up and killed.
Bot is being pushed in by G2. They can catch another wave mid. They could even threaten a dive onto the mid tier 1. They're gonna go for it. Yike has his ulti.
Noah's got no summoners available. Yike ulti there.
Here we go.
Runs away. Yike just zones off, threatens off. Broken Blade doing the same thing as well. Innitar goes down. This Herald's going to get a charge mid. Look at where Razork is, Vedius. Nowhere nearby. Humanoid, nowhere nearby. Fnatic is a 3-core. Have just been
hello?
On. Noah
Team?
away from Broken Blade. They're going to try and punish him, but in their own base again. They're not trading well. Comes down his Yike.
Broken Blade is going to heal all that damage back up. Cool. Very cool champion. He just flashes out. Dude, what is Humanoid doing? What are they doing? Like, what is Fnatic doing? They have no wave clear. They have no wave clear mid. Is Zeri supposed to walk up and queue this wave against a Volibear with the ult up? Like, Humanoid is just completely unconcerned with what is happening. And they're just gonna get everything for free. It's just free. G2 just gets things for free. I guess it doesn't matter. Guys, it doesn't matter if you can't kill Corki. If you pick Corki off and then he just doesn't show up for the next fight. And then he stands there and then he just gets knocked up by Rek'Sai and killed by a Volibear E and then the game ends? What? What? How does it end like this? Humanoid just doesn't feel like playing this game, I guess. Okie dokie. What a weird-ass series. I guess they just win the game for free. I guess they just get Drake for free. I guess they just get Herald for free, and then they use Herald just to win the game instantly. What? I mean, Fnatic didn't do anything. They literally tried to leave their Zeri alone under a tower versus a Volibear with ult up and no other wave clear. And then they knew that they had Herald, and then they just like surprise Pikachu face when the game ends. Holy shit. Well, guys, 2 hours until Summoning Insight, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Follow the stream. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. If you guys are watching in either of those places, please do those things. And I'll be back in 2 hours for Summoning Insight.